It's going to be Harris checking back in here for Faith Christian. They're going to need him. And he struggled Saturday. He struggled against JCA, but other guys made big baskets and almost fell right there. That would have been big.
Yeah, good move by Robinson. Just couldn't finish. And then now Harris kind of gets another foul way away from the basket. And very ill-advised foul there from Harris. Only his second, but he's their leading scorer, and they do not need him getting in any kind of trouble. I mean, all of a sudden you get 2 more over the next 6 minutes of basketball, and you're in trouble over the last 4 minutes.
Yeah, 100%.
Bethel in the corner. And ball tipped, and Carroll now tips it ahead, and nobody wanted to go for the ball. It ends up in the hands of Jalen Brown. Brown now to Bethel. Back to Brown. Brown kicking it around. They go back to Brown to Bethel. Now it's stolen away. Great anticipation by Robertson. He's going to lay it up. It's no good, and you have to feel like Bethel had a little bit of effect on that. Colton Proctor the other way. Goes up and under. He can't get it to go. Eli Robinson comes away with it, and now we will have a foul called against Luke Reinhardt underneath the basket.
I mean, that's a scary guy. You can hear him coming behind you. That's how you're thinking about it. It's just, if I get my shot blocked, it's going to be bad. And that's in the back of your head as you're going for that layup.
Robertson gets it up ahead and too strong, throws it away. And so a couple of bad mistakes here from Robertson over the last couple of possessions. It was a 7-point game. They have cut the lead in half from halftime.
Yeah, for sure. Faith Christian has done a phenomenal job.
We'll see Ish Bethel take a break. I'm sure Coach, looking at the clock, said, hey, I can steal about an extra 27 seconds of rest for him and let him start the fourth quarter fresh, or fresher, I should say. We'll see if they hold it for the last shot. More than likely it will with the lead here. 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Almost threw it away. Now they get it inside. Colton Proctor going to go up. Can't get the hook shot. Gets his own rebound. Goes up again. That time gets it to go. Nice work underneath there by Colton Proctor.
Yeah, for sure. Now back to a 9-point game. Time's ticking down. Surely they'll get a shot off.
And they do get it off the backboard. No good. And so Faith was trailing by 14 at halftime. They cut the lead to 5 at one point. But Piedmont will take a 9-point lead here into the fourth. We'll be back with quarter number 4 from the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament on TV24 right after this.
Barrett Body Shop has been providing honest and quality collision repair services to the residents of Calhoun County since the year 2000. We take great pride in the quality of the work we produce and go the extra mile to ensure quality and safety of the repair work on your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience, Philip Barrett and our staff will restore your vehicle to its pre-accident condition while working with your insurance provider and helping you every step of the way. Barrett Body Shop is a strong supporter of many churches, schools, and youth activities. We consider it an honor to give back to our community and maintain a relationship with our customers. Come and let us provide you with a free estimate today.
That would have been wild.
Well, just like the game that we've got here on the court, just had a big-time battle between a couple of students. And as they got a layup game that they do where you start on the other end, they put the balls on the 2 elbows on each end, and you got to run down to the other end, make the layup, run down to the other end and hit the other layup to win. And we had one girl run down and beat the other girl, but she missed the shot. The other girl made the shot. The other girl then had a huge lead, ran down, and she missed all her shots. The other girl came back and had a chance to win, but the first girl ends up winning it anyway. So, hey, a lot of fun there, though.
Yeah,
you got to appreciate the way that they create these little fun games for people in the intermission. Don't have as much intermission as you do in college and pro due to not as many TV timeouts and all of that, but still a lot of fun. Colton Proctor misses the 3 out of the break. Here comes Faith the other end. Good block from behind by Colton Proctor. Here comes Ish Bethel the other way, trying to outrun everybody. He had a man, if he looked up, it was Jalen Brown, and instead looks like Bethel will be fouled during the pass. But great job right there by Colton Proctor. It looked like Harris was just going to have an easy layup.
And Coach Hughes getting on Carson Harris, telling him to slow down, kind of rushed out a little bit too much.
Brown with it from the corner. Here's Colton Proctor.
Just like when you look at Bethel, though, he was calling for the ball and his arms was about touching the ceiling. Killing some clock here. They know it, too, so Faith Christian's putting some pressure on Proctor.
Proctor going to go left, kicks in the corner. Bethel will take the three off the backboard, no good, but the rebound by Proctor. Proctor tries to go back up, can't get it. Bethel tried with the follow-up dunk. That would have probably upstaged his alley-oop from earlier.
Oh, yeah, he would have caught a body.
Harris now drives in, and a nice shot off the backboard, but can't get it to fall, and now Harris called for his third foul. That's what we talked about earlier. His first two fouls were kind of cheap fouls, way away from the basket, and again, that one is way away from his own basket. So 3 cheap fouls really on Harris that, are 80 feet from his goal, or the goal he's defending, and now all of a sudden he's in a little bit of foul trouble here over the last 6:30.
Yeah, but I don't know if you watched Saturday when Faith Christian played, but every time that Harris would miss a shot, he would get a petty foul like that.
Interesting. Oh, they tried to set it up again.
They about got him again.
And now he's fouled. They were trying to set it up again there from the baseline.
So now Bethel's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2.
Now you look down to your left, and you got Alexandria's girls, the Valley Cubs, getting set to take the floor here. It'll be our final girls game of the day as they will take on the Faith Academy girls. So all the Faith fans will stay put. I'm sure you'll see a couple of those guys go and sit in the stands and support the girls. And now you'll get a foul on Colton Proctor from behind.
Yeah, over the back.
And that's his first of the ball game, so nothing big there for him. It is the first team foul here of the fourth quarter for Piedmont.
Feels like he'd have more. He played physical all game.
So now Carson Harris with it. Bethel has really gotten in his face. They're trying to take his scoring ability away from Faith. Oh, nice move.
And one.
Really good job there by Harris. He had the spin move but kind of hesitated to let Bethel's body get into him right there. Takes on the contact, finishes. They needed that. Now a chance to make it a 7-point game again right here for Carson Harris. Can't get it to go, and Bethel goes up above everybody to get the rebound.
You're not getting a rebound over that guy.
Here comes Jalen Brown now. Oh, nice move. Gets in the lane, goes up, and he'll be fouled as he takes it to the rack.
Yeah, when he wants to get down, he'll get down.
That'll be the fourth foul now against Reese. Colton Reese, only 2 points in the game, but
he's
really
been
good.
Big.
Yeah,
on defense, yeah, for sure.
Been important on that defensive side. Another missed free throw here for Piedmont. This team, very early in the game, they were perfect at the free throw line. Now starting to see some misses as those legs get a little tired.
So 0 for 2 from the free throw line. So Faith Christian steals another possession.
Yeah, big missed trip right there from Jalen Brown.
And he was perfect. Ooh, dangerous. Dangerous right there by Carson Harris. Another one, dangerous. Somehow it ends up.
Oh,
beautiful.
Nice pop-up, too, there by Richards Hagan.
From the elbow. And don't look now, but it's a 6-point game.
Faith continuing to just hang around. 47-41, 5:30 left to go in the game. Colton Proctor with it. Kind of waiting on Faith to make him do anything with the ball.
Oh, and they will, trust me. They're not going to let him sit there. They'll put pressure on him. And you see that happening right there.
Yeah, Reese has to be careful. He's got 4 fouls.
Yeah, he does. I forgot he had 4 fouls. They want to put another guy on him, but got to be careful, though. Try to run as much clock as you can.
Proctor picked up the dribble. Now it's Robertson on Brown. Brown now looking to go to work. Makes a couple of nice moves. Gets it down low. And they got all ball. Nice defensive play right there by Eli Robinson. Here comes Faith the other way. Trying to get it down low to Harris. Harris never saw the pass right there. And that's just a little bit of the youthfulness, I think, from Richards-Hagen showing right there. The ninth grader trying to just do things too fast. He could have just let things let his team get down the court, let things play themselves out. But it works out for him. Ball knocked out of bounds by Piedmont. 6-point game. Down low, Robinson puts up the hook shot. Here we go. 4-point game now for Faith Christian.
I mean, Faith Christian has made some insane adjustments in this second half. Because it looked like it was going to get away from him in that first half.
Here comes a three. No good. Rebounded. Fought for. Jalen Brown going to come away with it. You got to be careful. Man, Colton Reese close to get the reach in there.
Real close. Could have been called.
Ish Bethel now with the ball. Looking to work on Eli Robinson. He's got 12 in the game.
Yep.
And he'll be fouled. Say Jalen Brown, he had 14 at halftime. He scored 0 here in the second half and had some opportunities for some layups, had some opportunities for some free throws, and just has not been able to do anything after a great first half of basketball there for Jalen Brown.
And I think they're going to check Carson Harris out. Check him out of the game and check his leg or check his ankle out.
Yeah, not good at all there for Faith.
Picking up his 4th foul as well.
Yeah, we'll see Reese also check out. And that's what we talked about for Harris. You know, a couple of cheap fouls on the other end of the floor. All of a sudden those added up, and now you get called for a foul there, and now you've got 4 in this game with 4:05 left. And one of your best players, if he is able to come back in this game, it is a slow walk back over to the bench for him. If he's able to come back in, it's going to have to be very careful and think about it a lot. But Piedmont really struggling from the free throw line all of a sudden here in the second half.
Somebody done something. I don't know.
It's my fault. I talked about how good they were.
I was talking about it too.
Yeah, I mean,
1 for 2, but still.
I'm a big believer in the announcers jinx. I've seen it happen too much.
Still a 5-point game here. Tons of game left.
Full timeout taken here on the court. Right at about the halfway mark here of the fourth quarter. Great ball game. And, you know, we were kind of talking about that, Jackson, at halftime where we said, you know, look, it's 14 points, but this is a good basketball game. The pace is very good. They're getting up and down the floor. But you look at it for Piedmont and for Faith, Coach Hughes, you got to be very happy the fact you gave up 25 points in the first quarter, and you have held this team to 23 over the last 2.5.
Yeah, for sure. And also, you got to understand, this is Faith Christian, and Faith Christian is the smaller school by far. I mean, by far. I think, is Piedmont 3A?
Yeah.
And Faith Christian's barely 1A, even though if you could get lower in 1A, it'd probably be no A. And they're hanging in there with these boys.
They are. They're playing really well. You got to give Coach Corey Hughes a lot of credit for the adjustments that he has made, his team has made. They've bought into them. And you look here on the other end, Coach Matt Glover trying to make some adjustments himself. And now you see them getting out of the huddle. It'll be Faith Christian basketball with 4:05 left to go here in the ball game. Robertson will bring it down for Faith Christian. They've got no Carson Harris and no Colton Reese on the floor. Carroll's hit a couple of big threes, almost throws that away. Nice job by Robertson. Here's Eli Robinson with it now.
Oh, this is getting...
Yeah, looking for somewhere to go. Got to get rid of it. Gets it over to Robertson. Robertson cross court to Richards-Hagen. They've now moved Ish Bethel to Richards-Hagen, which will make it a lot tougher on Richards-Hagen. Carroll picked up his dribble. Kind of caught in no man's land now. Here's Robertson. Now Eli Robinson gets in the middle to Carroll. Carroll to Richards-Hagen. Richards-Hagen thought about a three. Puts it down on the floor. Goes up with it. And Bethel goes up above everybody to grab the rebound. Proctor took a hit to the face. Seems to be okay. Here comes Bethel. You would think they would want to really slow things down right here on this end. Bethel gets it out to Proctor. Proctor, and he'll take a pull-up two, and it rolls around and rolls over the rim. Big shot there for Colton Proctor.
Good news is Carson Harris is waiting to check back in.
And it is very good news there for Faith. They need him on the floor. Here's Eli Robinson. Gets it over to Will Smith and can't get that one to go. And Carroll takes on some contact there from the back. And Will Smith will check out. Carson Harris will check in. 2:41 left to go in the game. Piedmont up by 7. They can really slow things down if they want to. I thought they would do that on that last possession. Instead, they kind of took a quick shot, but slowly walking it up is Jalen Brown here. No shot clock in high school basketball.
Brown's just moving the ball around, trying to kill some clock.
There's Proctor. They've chewed up 30 seconds so far with this possession. Jalen Brown looking around. There's Swain. Oh, almost taken away there by Richards-Hagen. Instead, it's Bethel. He's going to go up with it, and it would have counted. They will say it's on the shot. Not that it would have mattered. Faith is already at 5 team fouls, and we will see Bethel head to the line. And if he can hit 2, he'll become the leading scorer for his team. The leading scorer for the game is Carson Harris on the floor with 17. And Bethel gets that one to go. Proctor with 13. Bethel with 14. Jalen Brown with 14. It's a very balanced scoring attack, and that's after at the beginning of the game it kind of looked like Chance Murphy was going to have a chance to get up in the double-digit range. Bethel knew it out of the hand. Good-looking shot.
Now Richardson-Hagen trying to get something going.
And Harris almost throws it away. Now they get it down, trying to get it to Eli Robinson, and they're going to say nobody touched it, out off of Faith, and it will be Piedmont basketball with 1:39 remaining and now up by 9.
Yeah, time kind of ticking away here for Faith Christian. I think if you're going to foul, you need to foul early.
Colton Proctor just takes it the whole way himself. Nobody stopped him. He missed it, got his own rebound, and now Piedmont can slow it down if they want. Here's Swain, the 10th grader, to the rack, up and in. They have got some good-looking young basketball players here for Piedmont. Jalen Brown, only an 11th grader. Swain, a 10th grader. Bethel, a 10th grader. And Colton Proctor, only 11th grader. A lot of good basketball players will be back for this team next year. Oh, Richards-Hagen with the 3. Gets it to go. A big shot. And so now we'll get a timeout taken by Faith. That'll be their 4th, so they'll have 1 remaining here in the ball game. They got their work cut out for them, but if they can get a turnover somewhere and get another big shot, they're still in the ball game right now.
Oh, yeah, 100%. That was a huge shot from Richards-Hagen. That was from, like, Steph Curry range. So, now if you're Coach Hughes, what are you trying to draw up here?
You got to draw up some kind of trap, and, you basically got to let your team know, hey, look, we can't afford for them to catch passes. Basically you either need to foul trying to intercept the ball or intercept the ball, one of the two, but can't afford for the clock to run anymore. They're getting 2 free throws no matter what. So, basically they have to understand, you're going to see Reese now coming back in the game, Colton Reese. For him, you got to look at him and say, hey, buddy, go play freely. You can't worry about fouling out of this ball game. You got to go try to make a play for us. And if you do foul, you foul. But we got to try to make something happen. So we'll see what they come up with. Looks like they're going to kind of go with a 2-2-1 trap. And doing their best to keep Piedmont from being able to get it past half court.
I would foul him.
Yeah, now Swain has it, and they will foul Swain, and that will be it for Colton Reese. And, he kind of banged his head right there saying, my bad. But, look, you got to go be aggressive. And got to stop the clock.
Yeah, and especially if he comes down, Swain comes down and misses one of these two, or he misses both, that'd be huge. But I think he's already went to the line, I think, 4 times. I think he's 1 for 4. He's 1 for 3. Misses the first one.
Yeah, it has been a second half to forget at the free throw line for Piedmont after a great first half. This is another one. Rebounded by Eli Robinson. Robertson now gets it over to Richardshagen. Here comes Richardshagen. They're going to need a quick basket. Looking for a screen. Gets it. Now to Harris. Harris thought about a 3. Puts it on the floor, and now a long 2. Not really what they wanted. And here comes Bethel back the other way. He gets it to Proctor. Proctor, and he traveled. He got the dunk he wanted, but he had to move his feet a couple too many times there, and ends up being called for the travel. And you see Coach Glover over there saying, hey, you could just lay it up. Richardshagen for 3 and may have gotten fouled as well.
No call, though.
That was a huge 3 by Richardshagen. That makes it a 5-point game. And look, with the struggles that Piedmont has had at the free throw line, they're in this ball game right now. Got to keep hitting shots.
Still in there. Still there, though. That's Richardshagen back-to-back huge, long 3s.
Yeah, and he's up to 16 points now as well.
Back to 6. And that's 2 big free throws needed right there for Piedmont. If you're Richardshagen, I'm shooting it again. He does. And that may do it.
Yeah, that will do it. That's Chance Murphy with the rebound right there. He'll head to the free throw line, and unless something crazy happens here at the end in a 7-point ball game, it's going to be too little too late from Faith. But, here's the thing that you got to look at if you're Coach Corey Hughes. You take your team to the locker room and you say, look, guys, we just took on a team in a bigger classification than us. We spotted them a 15-point lead in the first quarter because we didn't play as well and came back and gave ourselves a chance to end the ball game. I mean, after the first quarter, you could argue that this Faith team, I wouldn't necessarily say outplayed Piedmont, but they played neck and neck with them for the rest of the ball game.
Oh, yeah. I think 100% that Faith Christian outplayed Piedmont in the second half. I feel like they definitely had the better second half, and is there a lane violation? It will be a lane violation. So,
yeah, they called it against Colton Proctor as well.
So neither of the free throws, no points off of that. So they're going to have to go if they're going to even think about getting back into this ball game, and that's not it. And he throws it away.
Yeah, not a smart play there by Eli Robinson. Richardshagen was going to try to just let it roll and chew up some clock.
Oh, man.
And now Proctor with the block from behind. 7 seconds left. I'm going to tell you, if they score 7 points in 7 seconds, we're going to have to get that video to Sports Center.
Yeah, ESPN, everybody. Yeah, that's going to do it. They're not going to
stolen away there by Piedmont. Jalen Brown will hold on to it, and that will do it. So, look, great performance by Coach Corey Hughes and Faith Christian Lions. They gave it about all they could here, and they were a little overmatched in. They were oversized. I mean, Piedmont, a lot bigger team, a little bit more depth as well.
Yeah, nothing to hang their heads about at all. You get outscored pretty badly. What would you say, 15 in that first half?
It was 25-10 at the end of the first quarter. So.
And you come back and battle 7 points. And that's just great right there. But this Faith Christian team's young, and they'll be back, trust me.
So a big-time win for Piedmont. Coach Matt Glover. And they will move on to the next round here. And so now we will send it over to Shasta, who is joined by some of the winning players. Looks like Colton Proctor, Ish Bethel, and Jalen Brown down there with her.
Hey guys, I am here with Jalen Brown, Ish Bethel, Colton Proctor. Let's start with Jalen. Dude, you've got like 16 points on the board, baskets, free throws galore. Tell me how it felt out there tonight or today.
It felt good, just providing my team with some buckets that we needed in the first half, and in the late second quarter or half. It felt good, just put my team on the back when we needed it the most.
There's only 2 more games.
And then next, I want to go to. Let's go ahead and go to Colton next. 13 points on the board. You had some great blocks, a dunk that didn't count, and a good pick. So.
It just felt, like he said, making it when it counts. That's just when we needed it. So that's it. I don't really know what to say.
Okay. And then I want to go to Ish next because, Ish, you're so short. I don't know how you dunked that ball. Tell me about how it was. You got a slam dunk, a ton. You're almost impeccable on your free throws, and then just your baskets. How was it?
I mean, we were just playing out there. I felt good playing around. We've been working at practice a little bit, working together as a team, so it felt good playing. They got a good rhythm shots. Good, just he feed me the ball. He has to get wild too. That's it. That'd be it, girl. We just played a good game.
Do you guys have dunking competitions in practice all the time?
Yeah, I win it all the time. I'm the one that wins it. He don't win. He don't be.
Never.
So for your next game up, what do you guys want to practice on and work on between now and your next game in this championship?
I think, finishing the game. It came close during the second half, so I think we got to crunch that down.
Just finish out the game, play four good quarters. The first half was amazing, but the second half we just settled down.
What do you feel?
Slowing it down, mainly in the press, but especially in zone work too. We got to slow it down a lot.
All right, well, we want to thank you guys so much. Good luck in your next game. We're going to throw it over to our table now and see if the coach is over there, hopefully ready to give you guys a talk on how he felt the game went.
Still waiting on Coach Matt Glover to get done with radio, but we will have our interview with him coming up right here in a minute. Meanwhile, we've got our next game out there warming up on the floor. It'll be the Alexandria girls taking on the Faith Christian girls, and just saw a good performance from the boys there for Faith Christian, and now they'll try to turn it around and have a really good performance on the girls' side, and hopefully this time come away with a win, but they'll have their work cut out for them with this Alexandria team. So we now want to bring in Coach Matt Glover here, and Coach, first of all, congratulations to you and your team. Big-time win. Look, great start for you and your crew, obviously. You get out to a 15-point lead, 25 points in the first quarter. What did Faith do? What kind of adjustments did you see them make to kind of really hurt the offense throughout the rest of the game?
I think once they jumped in the zone, we're used to chunking a lot of threes, and we do, but tonight we wasn't hitting the threes, so we had to make sure that we don't just chunk, so they can come down and score quick. And in the third quarter, that's what happened. We shot a lot of threes. We missed the threes. They came down and scored. And then we ran about 5 seconds off offensively and shot another three. So we had to maintain and make sure we could get to the goal. It slowed us down and got us a little bit out of rhythm.
One of the things that really stood out was watching, Colton Proctor, Jalen Brown, Ish Bethel. I mean, the way that they just kind of can slow the game down at times. And whenever things kind of got chaotic, they just kind of knew, hey, let's slow it down, let's get it up, let's set ourselves up. And just talk about their maturity and the way they've grown throughout the season.
I'm proud of it because we've had games earlier this season where we didn't do that. So we've been practicing that. When you're up 15, 12 points, you don't have to come down there and chunk the first good shot you see. And so they're handling pressure a lot better now as they mature. We were an inexperienced group, but we're getting better as the games go on.
Obviously, Ish Bethel, he came off the bench but provided a ton of points. Obviously, the big dunk down here, almost had a putback dunk as well. I mean, when you have that coming off the bench, how special is that?
Well, Ish usually starts for us. That was the coach's decision today. So, but yeah, Ish is as good as Ish wants to be. The sky is the limit for Ish. If he would get into and get all of his ability, he could be unreal. And I tell him that every day. And so he's getting it. Ish is getting it.
Coach, we'll let you go celebrate with your team. And, obviously nothing tomorrow now. And so we'll turn our attention to later on this week.
That's right. We come back Wednesday and play Jacksonville. So two-time defending state champions. We played them twice already this year. So it should be, hopefully we'll be able to play with them.
Well, tell me, what's the biggest adjustment you feel like y'all now need to make them from those first two matchups into this next matchup with them?
We were up 38-25 in the second game that we played with them. So we've just got to be able, defensively, they put a lot of pressure on us in the second half. We got to be able to handle their pressure. And I think we'll be okay.
Good deal, Coach. Well, hey, congratulations. Another big victory for you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you right back here taking on Jacksonville, the two-time defending state champs here later on this week.
Yes, sir. Happy to do it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Congratulations. All right, Coach Matt Glover joining us there after the big win, and big congratulations to him. So a fun game there, Jackson, and now turn our attention here to some girls action. Should be fun here to end off the day.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm still kind of settling down from that game. I mean, what a game that was. That's the best game that I've called in these past 2 days. Just back and forth action. It looked like Piedmont was finna take advantage of the game. Faith Christian comes out, starts hitting some shots, and we had a 3-point game there at one point, but Piedmont ended up taking away with it and winning it.
So that'll end it here for the boys' side. We've got 2 more games here today in our Calhoun County tournament. As we mentioned, Faith Christian girls and Alexandria girls coming up next. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, and we'll get everything set up for that matchup right here on TV24 with the 2024 Calhoun County basketball tournament.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Classes, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes, nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
I'm Julie Borelli, and I'm going to be your next probate judge. As a retired U.S. Marine, a dedicated community advocate, and a practicing attorney, I have always been a firm believer in service over self. I'm compassionate, driven, and hardworking, and I intend to bring those qualities to the forefront. If you want integrity, experience, and a true advocate for our people, elect Julie Borelli, Calhoun County Probate Judge.
Hi, I'm Nick Burns, head of school at Hope Christian Academy here in Oxford, Alabama. And we would like to invite you to our open house on February the 2nd at 5:30. We will discuss future academic programs, new athletic complex that is coming, and our future building projects. We'll also discuss our enrollment for the 2024-2025 school year, as well as our early enrollment period. Applications for our school can be found at our website, www.hca.live. God bless. Go Saints.
Hello, I'm John Garlick, and I'm running for probate judge here in Calhoun County, and I'm asking for your vote. From accounting and finance to law enforcement and mental health, my education, training, and experience make me uniquely qualified to be your probate judge. Now, I've sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the great state of Alabama, and I look forward to taking that oath again as your next probate judge. I'm John Garlick, and I'm asking for your vote.
Caleb's right there.
Hey, so Jackson, oh my goodness, now it's the girls' games again. And it's Faith, Alexandria. I'm still reaming over that other game, though. The 2 guys that dunked.
Yeah, for sure. Ish Bethel's going to be something special one day, just a sophomore.
Absolutely, and as well as Colton Proctor. I mean, the height on them alone, it just amazes me.
Yeah, and Ish Bethel's just a sophomore, so he's still got 2 more years. Colton Proctor's going to be gone this year, but still, he'll go somewhere special. But Ish Bethel just blew me out of the water the whole night.
He did, and his free throws. Like, every time he shot for a free throw, pretty much, not every, but almost, and just nailed them. So, I mean, he's pretty spot on it, so.
Yeah, he's an all-around ball player, truly. I mean, once he grows and develops, and he's going to get taller, he's going to get bigger, he's going to put on some more mass, he's going to develop more, he's going to get smarter, and he's going to be something extremely special.
And looks like we've got the other teams coming out on the court now.
So now we have the starting lineups coming out.
Awesome. Faith Lady Lions coming out on the court right now.
Serenity Pate. It's Allie Folsom. Now it's time for Alexandria's starting lineup. That's going to be Michaela Brewster coming out now. Charlie Paris. It's going to be Samira Duncan now coming out. It'll be 24 Presley Slayton. That's actually my third cousin I just figured out today.
Yeah? Seriously?
Yeah. It's going to be number, I don't have a 28 on my roster. There's not a 28 on the roster.
All right, so what do you got? The Valley Cubs and the Lions coming up here. Orange and green.
So fixing to get tipped off here. So now here we go. About to get tipped off here. That's going to be, I don't have a 28 on my roster, so but either way, it's going to be Faith Christian basketball coming back up, and it's going to be a turnover first possession, so definitely what Faith Christian did not want.
No, they did not.
So now it's going to be Alexandria ball coming back the other way. It's going to be number 10, Kason Cronin, trying to get something going here earlier on, trying to establish it. Beautiful pass inside and a beautiful layup to start that game. It's going to be number 5, Michaela Brewster. And a steal right there. I don't have a 28 on my roster, but beautiful lay-in.
Did great.
And timeout called by Faith early, trying to get settled down, figure out your offense, get your defense set back up. And it's been a very, very high-paced game, so to speak, as we start off this game.
And her number's not super clear. It's number 23, I believe, Alyssa Hunt.
Well, that's 100% correct. That was my fault. I could have sworn it said 28.
Yeah.
Now Faith Christian on the other end, he'll stay with Faith Christian here. So Faith Christian will retain possession. And now trying to inbound the ball. This full court press is really getting to it. And once again, it's another turnover by Faith Christian. Gets it back out. Hunt up for 3. Off the mark right there. Is saved though somehow. Gets back in. Kind of backs off a little bit, which is the smart thing to do. Kick it over to Paris. Paris for 3 off the mark again. Rebounded by Faith Christian. It's going to go the other way. So now kind of getting their offense set, kind of navigate some traffic, so to speak. Not trying to rush everything. There's going to be a foul called. And it's going to be called on number 5, Michaela Brewster, her first. So that'll be Serenity Pate inbounding the ball. It's going to be Anna Kate Robertson, and it will stay with Faith Christian. So still Faith Christian possession here. And bounce ball. Another steal, though, by Alexandria. Alexandria going back the other way. That's Michaela Brewster. Michaela Brewster lays it up. Beautiful lay-in by Michaela Brewster right there off the steal. And it was Faith Christian's got to figure something out here because this pace is and she almost got another one, but it is picked back up. And this press is going to kill Faith Christian if they don't figure it out early. And that's going to be a foul called. Thought she might have shuffled her feet there, but it'll be a foul called. I think they're going to call it on Charlie Paris right there, the sophomore. So Faith Christian gets another opportunity here, trying to get some points up on the board. 6-0 already. I don't think they really got a shot up, to be completely honest with you. And so now almost loses it again, and she does lose it. And another steal by them, and that's going to be a backcourt. Oh, since they Blue said it got tipped, so still be Faith Christian ball. Faith Christian needs to slow it down, not try to rush anything. Man, Alexandria girls are playing aggressive. Puts it up and off the mark right there. Rebounded by, I think that's going to be number 5, Brewster. That's going to be Parrish trying to get something. Beautiful lay-in by Charlie Parrish right there. And now Alexandria's got an 8-0 lead with 5 minutes 51 seconds left. But here we go. Finally getting the opportunity here. Driving down the court off the mark right there. And it will be offensive rebound by Faith Christian. Kicks it back, though. It's going to be number 10, Casey Cronin, up for 3, off the mark again. And it's still going to be an offensive rebound, though, for Faith Christian. Robertson puts it up, and she is fouled. So I don't know if they caught it on the shot. I don't think it might have been on the floor. So it will be – actually, it's not going to be on the – it will be just a possession, not on the shot. So that's going to be number 15, Cheyenne Rice, checking in for Faith Christian. Now trying to get something going, get it to Rice in the paint. Gets it back out, puts it up. Off the mark right there. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to Alexandria. So Alexandria up 10-0 here early. Faith Christian struggling extremely early here. And they need to figure something out. It's going to be Paris taking it up the court here. Driving in. Got a beautiful pass inside the Hunt. And that's just good fundamental basketball right there. Just great fundamental basketball.
Yeah, it was perfect.
That's going to be Charlie Paris, assist to Alyssa Hunt right there. Now trying to figure something out. Long, dangerous pass right to Hunt. Quarterback. Now Hunt driving in, and she loses it. And so it'll be a turnover to Alexandria. But Alexandria having a great game so far on a 12-0 run here with a little under 5 minutes left here in this first period.
And their aggressive defense just all over it.
So now here comes, and that's going to be number 4, Anna Kate Robertson here, driving in. She might lose this ball again to Brewster. Gets it into Rice. Rice double teamed, off the mark again, and it will be off of Alexandria. So possession will stay with Faith Christian. So now that's going to be Serenity Pate inbounding the ball for Faith Christian here, trying to get it into somebody. That's just good defense. Finally gets it into Anna Kate Robertson. Robertson trying to figure something out, trying to get a shot up at least. Emma Shaw now with the ball. Back to Robertson. Back to Folsom. Folsom puts it up off the mark again. Going back the other way is Alexandria. Driving in, trying to get, and that's going to be beautiful pass inside. Yeah, brings it back out. Smart play right there. Back to Slayton. Back to Hunt. Hunt trying to drive in. Hunt with the floater off the mark right there. And it'll be it'll be a defensive rebound, but another turnover for Faith Christian, and a foul will be called. So that will send Paris to the line to shoot 2 from the charity stripe. And so far, Faith Christian has not done much. Truly, they're trying their best to get the ball. They're turning the ball over. They've not got many shots up, and this Alexandria full court presence is really affecting them so far. And the first one's up and good from the charity stripe. So Paris really having a pretty good game so far. I think it's going to be number 1 checking in for Alexandria, Landry Patterson. She's just a freshman. So getting ready for the second one. Second one up and good. So 2 for 2 from the charity stripe is Paris. She's the leading scorer so far for this Alexandria team. And just a weird pass right there. Hunt drives it in off the mark, though. Going back the other way. Long quarterback pass, almost loses it. Gives it to Shaw. Now Shaw gets it back to Shaw. Shaw trying to make something happen. Shaw just trying not to travel. And it's going to be off of Alexandria, so it will stay with Faith Christian right here.
They got to have those passes, though, man.
They're not. Yeah, they're not playing good basketball right now, and that's just the truth of the matter. And it just hit a girl in the head, and somehow Faith Christian comes up with it to Shaw. Shaw puts it up off the mark. Shaw gets her own miss, puts it back up off the mark again. Rice is going to be off of Rice, and it will be Alexandria basketball. So no points yet for Faith Christian. So now going back the other way is Paris. She's the point guard of this team, the quarterback, so to speak. Back to Slayton, got to Brewster. Hunt in the paint, just a bruiser, and it's a turnover for Faith Christian. Now it's a 3-on-1, they should bounce this back out, and she puts a shot up off the mark again. It's going to be rebounded, though. Put back up, missed again. So Paris is going to take the ball back down the court. Paris back to Jones, and she's going to travel, yeah. So Landry Patterson right there with a travel. And so to speak, Faith Christian now trying to get their first basket of the game here. Trying to figure something out on the offensive side of the ball. Not done much on the defensive side of the ball. But it's going to be number 10. Tronan gets it into Shaw. A Shaw to Robertson. Robertson trying to get something going. Robertson almost a backcourt right there. Oh, she about traveled. Oh, she is in trouble. And it's going to be a steal by Paris. Beautiful pass to Brewster. Brewster with an easy lay-in right there.
Beautiful. And
is a 16-0. It's a 16-0 run here for the Alexandria Valley Cubs. And Faith Christian is struggling early. And they're going to have to figure out something because this game is slowly getting away from them. And it's going to become just worse and worse as this game goes on because 0 baskets here. There's only been a couple shots that have been close to being in. And just very, very struggling so far.
And the Valley Cubs, they're just running the court. And, I mean, they're taking the ball, their defense, and let alone the fact they're scoring, but their absolute defense, they're so aggressive out there right now. And Faith not connecting on their passing.
Yeah, usually you see when the older team is the better team, the more physical team, just the all-around better team. And so far that's not been the case. Faith Christian, way older than the Alexandria Valley Cubs. They actually have seniors on their roster. They have 4 seniors on their roster. And meanwhile, Alexandria has 0 seniors on their roster. They got, like Charlie Paris, who's been their leading scorer. She's just a 10th grader. Michaela Brewster, a junior. Alyssa Hunt, a junior. Landry Patterson, a freshman. Presley Slayton, a junior. Just hold no senior on that entire roster over there. So now Faith Christian going to have to figure out some type of way to get the ball into the basket, so to speak.
Yeah, and connect with their own players.
Yeah, for sure. So now inbound the ball, Faith Christian is. It will be Faith Christian ball still. So now that's going to be number 13, Serenity Pate, inbounding the ball here. And waiting for it, gets it in. That's Robertson. Robertson trying to figure something out here. Gives it to Pate. Pate again, she's going to lose the ball, but it's going to stay Faith Christian ball. So Faith Christian will maintain possession. 0 baskets here in the opening quarter yet. Pass over the head of Shaw. Now Shaw trying to get something going, trying to get the ball into the basket. Pass off to Robertson. Robertson kind of resetting, navigating some traffic, so to speak. Little screen, nice little screen right there by Faith Christian. Puts it up and off the mark right there, but puts it back up, and it is good. So Faith Christian has scored their first 2 points of this ball game here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first period. And now Alexandria is trying to respond here. Paris kind of just faking out. Beautiful move by Paris. Paris thought she got fouled. I thought she did too, but it'll be Faith Christian ball going back the other way. That's going to be Robertson. Robertson trying to get the routes going, so to speak. trying not to panic. Robertson driving in. Robertson puts it up off the mark right there. It's going to be Brewster with the rebound, and Brewster's going to be going the other way here. Brewster passes it to Patterson. Patterson, the freshman, trying to get something going, and she thought she got fouled, and so it will be Faith Christian ball going back the other way. Good pass, just could not catch it right there. Another turnover by Faith Christian. That's going to be Brewster going back the other way. Brewster was just an easy lay-in.
Nice.
Easy lay-in right there. Faith Christian is got to be careful. They may need to call a timeout here. I mean, it looks like their spirits are, and that's going to be a pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Actually, it's going to be Alexandria ball here. So it'll be Patterson inbounding the ball right in front of us. Actually not. It's going to be Slayton inbounding the ball right in front of us. Slayton inbounds the ball to Patterson. Patterson kicks it back over. Up for three, off the mark right there, and it's just going to be a turnover by Alexandria, so it will be Faith Christian basketball here with 56 seconds left here in the first period. So now, over the mark right there, I don't know what just happened right there, but either way, it will be Alexandria ball for three, off the mark again. Robertson gets it back, and it will be a foul called on Patterson. That will be her first. And so that is Alexandria's third team foul. So not in the bonus just yet with 44 seconds left. So now it's going to be Pate inbounding the ball to Robertson. Robertson loses it again. And it's still going to be Faith Christian basketball, though. So now it's going to be Pate, new person checking in. That's going to be Hannah Hubbard, the senior, checking in for Faith Christian.
Faith's got to get somebody open.
So now it's going to be number 13, Pate, inbounding the ball once again to Shaw. Shaw trying to drive down the court. She is going way too fast. Needs to slow it down, but she is fouled. So she gets away with it. It'll be a foul called on, I think it's going to be Patterson again. So that will be her second foul. Actually, it will not be Patterson. It will be, actually, I think it is Patterson. So now, trying to get something going here. That's going to be number 10, Cronin. Cronin trying to get something going and loses it. It's going to be an easy lay-in for Alexander. Actually fumbles the ball, and she is fouled. So that will send, that's going to be number 11, Zoe Wilson, to the charity stripe to shoot two.
If she could have got control of that, man, it would have been a total easy layup for her. But
so now Zoe Wilson's going to the line to shoot two here. That first one up and good. So 1 for 1 from the line, trying to go 1 for 2 here and extend this lead to 18 here. That's her first points of this game. So, and that's Zoe Wilson. She's just a sophomore. It's up and it is good. So 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Good free throw shooting so far from Alexandria. That extends their lead to 18. So now it's kicked back over, and it's going to be a Faith Christian basketball steal. So trying to figure something out here is Faith Christian. Trying to figure out a way to get back in this ball game. So Faith Christian inbounds the ball, and it is going to be a save by Shaw. It's going to be Shaw kicks it back over. It's going to be back to Pate. Shaw overhead. That's going to be a 10-second violation. Couldn't get the ball over in 10 seconds. So that will be another turnover for Faith Christian. So Alexandria now trying to extend their lead to 20 before the end of this first period. Patterson with the ball. Patterson trying to get something going here. Patterson driving in, kicks it back, up for three, off the mark again, off his rebound, and that will be the end of the first period. And so it will be 20-2 here with Alexandria with an 18-point lead and Faith Christian scoring one basket in that whole first period. So now we'll try to, what do you do if you're Faith Christian? You go back in the huddle, you regroup, you try to figure something out here and try to get your team and get the ball into the basket so far in this game, because so far it is not falling for you at all.
Well, we're going to run to a quick break here. We'll be right back with more of the game in just a second.
At Campers Unlimited, we offer a no-pressure experience, no hidden fees, and great service after the sale, making us one of the fastest-growing RV dealers in the Southeast. With our second location in Oxford, we offer a great selection of over 220 campers from top brands, including Grand Design. Our mission is to help friends and family spend time together in the great outdoors. At Campers Unlimited, you aren't just a customer, you are family. Check out our inventory at campersunlimited.net or come see us at Gaston or Oxford.
Hey, we are back here at the game. Alexandria Valley Cub ladies taking on the Faith Lady Lions, and Faith Lady Lions need to get in the game. They are still just hanging out on the side, 20-2. So
yeah, I don't think
Alexandria's just capitalizing on everything they've got coming at them.
Yeah, Faith Christian's been struggling extremely, extremely bad here. It's going to be Pate right in front of us, inbounding the ball here. Pate inbounding the ball. He does get it in, and it will be Faith Christian basketball still. So, not a turnover. Sadly, just can't get the ball into the basket. They have more turnovers than points. And so now, getting something going here. Puts it up off the mark right there. Puts it back off the mark again. That's going to be Hunt with the rebound. So, Hunt going the other way. Hunt slowing down, smart decision, up for three, off the mark right there. It's going to be an offensive rebound by Alexandria, put back up, and a beautiful, beautiful board and a beautiful shot right there. It's going to be number 11, Zoe Wilson, the sophomore. So the sophomore's going to put it back up, and it's still going to be Faith Christian basketball. So Faith Christian trying again here, get something going, and just good defense by Alexandria. This full court press is really getting to them. But still going to stick with Faith Christian here. So Faith Christian trying to figure out something to get the ball into the basket and try to put some points up on the board, because they are struggling to the highest of levels right now. Shaw gets it in. Shaw is going to lose it. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to Alexandria. So Alexandria will have the possession arrow. So it will be Alexandria ball here, with 7 minutes left in the second period, up by 20. So now gets it in to Hunt. Hunt loses it. But Hunt's just a big body in the paint right there. Over Patterson, not good for three. Off the mark right there. It's going to be Rice for the rebound. Back to Shaw. Shaw going the other way here. So Shaw gets it to Pate. Pate over the top to Rice, loses it. Ends up in the hands of Folsom, though. Folsom picks it up. Misses it again. Hunt with the rebound. Hunt coming the other way, fast and aggressive. Hunt, beautiful pass right there, and that's just fundamental basketball. That's Samira Duncan with the lay-in right there, and it is a 22-point lead here for Alexandria, and another turnover for Faith Christian. Actually, it's not going to be a turnover; it will be Faith Christian ball. So
it's just great teamwork on behalf of Alexandria. They're solid, keeping it together, and Faith.
Yeah, for sure. But now going back the other way is Shaw. Back to Robertson. Robertson throws a quarterback pass, but it is intercepted. And it is going back the other way. Now that was a quarterback pass. Going back the other way. It's up in the air, off the mark right there. It will be a turnover by Alexandria. So now Pate, one inbound on the ball here. Pate trying to get the ball in. Another quarterback pass, but this time it's complete to Shaw. Shaw driving in. She is going to be fouled, and that will be the first team foul of the second period. So it will just stick with Faith Christian. So Faith Christian now trying to get something going. They scored 2 points here with 6 minutes in this game, and a lay-in, and they score. Beautiful shot right there. That's going to be Emma Shaw with the 2 points. So now it's going to be up for three right there off the mark. It's going to be rebounded by Pate. It's stolen though. Pate's going to get the board though. Back to Robertson. Robertson driving in, trying not to turn the ball over. Robertson puts it up. And there you go. 2 in a row right there for Faith Christian. 2 big buckets so far. And that is what they need. They got to string some baskets together if they want to get back in this ball game. Still an 18-point game for Alexandria. But Faith Christian's showing a little bit of life now. In the last 30 seconds, they've scored more points than they have the third game. And it's a block right there by Robertson and a rebound by Rice. So Rice, some life happening here for Faith Christian now. They're going to have to handle the ball, though, and not turn the ball over. So now up for the lay-in, off the mark right there. But it is a Hunt with the board. So Hunt coming the other way. So one-on-one, and that's just mismatched down the below. But it is Tooken, beautiful spin move right there by Patterson. And a big block right there. Huge block by Rice. But that's going to be hurt, and it's going to be Brewster gets it up, and she is fouled. So that's going to send Duncan to the line to shoot 2. So Duncan up and off the mark there. So and she can go 1 for 2 from the shade. Shot a whole new group checking back in for Alexandria. It's going to be Paris. It's going to be Paris. I think that's number 22. Actually, she's going back out of the game there.
And I believe number 1 came in for Faith.
That's going to be number 1. That's going to be Hannah Hubbard, the senior. So it goes 1 for 2 on free throws. And Brewster's going to check back in for Alexandria with 5 minutes left here in this game. With 5 minutes left here in this period, I should say. 19-point edge for Alexandria. So now inbounding the ball is Faith. It's a steal by Alexandria. And a travel called. So it will be Faith Christian ball. So now Faith Christian has the ball. Let's see if they can capitalize off having the ball. And a long pass. Don't know why they throw that pass there on the baseline, but they threw it anyways.
They just can't seem to get anybody open.
Yeah, they also just got to quit trying to force the ball into places there's nothing there. That's the problem. And now that's going to be, and there it is again. I mean, just overthrew her completely right there. Quarterback throw like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be Alexandria basketball again. Another turnover by this Faith Christian team. So now Alexandria now taking the ball down the lane here. That's going to be Parrish with the ball. Parrish trying to get something moving here. Up the mark is blocked, but it's passed. I think it's going to be number 8 right there. Up for 3. Slayton off the mark right there. Going back is Robertson. Robertson taking it down the court. And it is stolen by Slayton. Actually, that's telling like that is Parrish, and she's got an easy lay-in, little cut move. Easy lay-in for Parrish right there. And the lead is 21 for Alexandria. So, now, Faith Christian trying to get something going. Robertson is fouled, so that'll be the second team foul for Alexandria. So, no, not in the bonus just yet. Now it'll be Faith Christian ball. Faith Christian trying to inbound the basketball here. Something they've struggled with tonight. Back to Pate. Pate gets the ball. Pate driving in. Pate trying to lay it in. And she gets fouled. So are they going to call it on the shot or are they going to call it on the floor? Let's see. I think they're going to call it on the shot. Actually, they're not. They're going to call it on the floor. So it'll still be Faith Christian basketball here. And we are waiting for, and it's up, and it's doesn't touch the iron. But Rice with the rebound. That's going to be Shaw with the ball now. Shaw back to Robertson. Robertson back to Pate. Pate puts it up off the mark. Doesn't even touch the board. And so now it will be still Faith Christian basketball. Now it'll be Pate inbounding the ball. Pate inbounds the ball. This is to Hubbard. Hubbard to Robertson. Robertson trying to do something. Back to Pate. Now Pate's trying to get something going, put some points up on the board. And nothing is happening here. I mean, truthfully, now ball movement coming in, cannot get anything going. Puts it up, and she will be fouled, though, on the shot, so that should be free throws coming for Faith Christian. And that's going to be Robertson that's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. And also it's going to be number 12, Folsom, checking back in for Faith Christian, as well as it's going to be Landry Patterson checking in for Alexander. So first one up and good. So now that's going to be 7 points for Faith Christian. So second one is up and good. So 2 for 2 from the line for Robertson. So Robertson going the other way here. Long pass to Patterson. Patterson thought about it, passes it back out to Paris. Robertson on Paris. Paris turns the ball over from Robertson. Robertson with the steal. Now Robertson's got to maintain possession, and she definitely does not maintain possession. So it will go the other way to Alexandria. So for some reason, Robertson really struggling to maintain her possession here tonight. And so it's going to be Alexandria basketball again, up by 19. So now throws it in to Paris. Paris trying to get something going here with 3 minutes left in the second period. Back to Patterson. Paris. That's going to be Brewster off the mark. Airballed it. Going back the other way. Now it's Faith Christian. That's going to be Shaw. Take that back. That is going to be Folsom. That's Shaw. Back to Shaw. Back to Folsom. Folsom with the floater. Off the mark there. Not a bad shot. Couldn't get it to fall. That's going to be Patterson with the, and she is going to travel. So it will be a travel, and it will stay with Faith Christian here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this second period. So now Faith Christian only scored 8 points here in this whole entire half. Trying to get something going here. That's going to be Folsom for 3. Short. That's going to be Shaw with the rebound. It's going to be Pate actually with the rebound. It's going to be a foul. And that's going to be 2 free throws coming for, I think it's going to be number 12, Folsom. So Folsom will go to the line to shoot 2 here.
Hopefully she'll be able to put some in.
So first one short off the front of the iron. She'll have another opportunity here. So see if she can put it in. It's up and it's good. So 1 for 2 from the line, and that cuts to 18 here. So now Alexandria going the other way is Paris. Paris trying to get something going, back to Brewster, back to Patterson, off the mark there. It's going to be Faith Christian going the other way. It might be another turnover. Somehow she saves it, that crashes into our desk. Patterson is going to travel. Actually, it's going to be a foul call. I thought it might have been a travel, but it will stay with Alexandria. So now Alexandria puts it up off the mark. Rebounded by Faith Christian. Faith Christian going the other way. We are now under 2 minutes left in the second period. It's going to be Shaw. Kick it back to Shaw. Shaw loses it. Shaw drives in, and she is fouled. So that'll be 2 shots for her going to the free throw line here. So first one up and good. So perfect on the first one. So that'll cut the lead to 15. Take that back. I'll cut the lead to 17. My fault. I can't do math. Offensive board, though. Off the mark, though. Brewster coming back the other way. Paris. And it is stolen, like, right out of the air there by Faith Christian. And that's going to be Shaw that stole it. And the inbounded by Shaw. That's not going to be Shaw. That is going to be Folsom. My fault. I get 22 and 12 discorrected because they look the exact same except there's back of their jerseys. It's going to be Pate inbounding the ball. It's going to be Cronin. Cronin trying to get something going. Turnover again. Actually, it's not going to be. And it'll be a lay-in, but she will be fouled, so she will head back to the free throw line to shoot more free throws. So tons and tons and tons of fouls here so far for Alexandria. That's really been the key for Faith Christian even scoring, getting back in this game.
Total change up from what was going on a few minutes back here.
These free throws that are keeping them somewhat in this ball game, down by 17. But you have to make these. First one's off. So now, with under a minute 30 here in the second period, let's see if they can make this second one. It's up and good, so that will cut it to 16 finally. It will be Paris with the ball possession going the other way. Paris to Patterson. Patterson, little jumper, misses it again. Rice with the rebound. Rice going the other way, so Rice will be headed that way. It's going to be Shaw with the ball. Shaw. It's going to be Faith Christian ball still. So now it's going to be Faith Christian ball going the other way. Off the mark there, off the board. Another one, and they score. And so a very, very good shot by Hubbard right there. So now kind of taking their time, not rushing anything. Oh, puts it up off the mark there. Didn't even touch anything. So now it's going to be Faith Christian going back the other way with 35 seconds left in this half. And it's stolen by Paris. Paris puts it up and good. So lay in for Paris. And the lead is still 16 points. So now gets it in. It's going to be Faith Christian basketball still. So Faith Christian basketball still. Long, long, long rainbow pass. And it will be missed. And it's going to be Faith Christian going back the other way. Patrick Mahomes pass off the mark. Off the mark again. And a foul is called. So Faith Christian, Alexandria's keeping Faith Christian in this ball game just because they are fouling so much. That is the 6th or 7th team foul here in the last 5 minutes of this half. So that's going to send Shaw to the line. That's going to be Pate actually to shoot 2. And the first one's off the mark. So up and off the mark there. So with 8 seconds left in the second period until halftime, Paris has the ball. I don't know if she knows how long it is. The shot clock's winding down, and that will be the end of the first half. So it will be Alexandria on top by 16 as we head into halftime.
And they've been doing great on Alexandria except for the fouls, and then Faith, just can't keep it together. So let's go to a quick break here, and we will see you guys back here in just a minute.
over 50 years, Oxford City Schools has been building a legacy that we can all be proud of. Academics, athletics, and more. While we are proud of where we've been, we are even more proud of where we are going. Oxford City Schools prepares children from elementary school all the way to the time that they graduate. Our goal is to mold students into future leaders and pioneers of this community and the world.
When I was a child, my parents couldn't afford braces. My grandparents paid for them, and it changed my life. It's why I'm an orthodontist today. Hi, I'm Dr. John Phillips, and at PT Orthodontics, we want to make braces and Invisalign easy and affordable for everybody. That's why we offer no down payment and affordable monthly payments to give you the smile you'd like to have. And with offices in Oxford and Gadsden, we're neighborhood orthodontists. Give us a call.
Hello, I'm James Shambley of Family Loan Company, 1115 Noble Street, Anderson. We also have 3 other locations: Family Loan of Oxford, 1225 East Snow Street, Oxford; Money Junction Finance at 1503A West Megan Boulevard, Gadsden; and JCI Finance at 608 Gilbert's Ferry Road, Matala, Alabama. We understand the need honest people have to borrow money from time to time. At Family Loan Company, we'd love to say yes. Call or come by and see us today for the fast, confidential service that you so deserve.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Classes, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes, nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Some say college isn't for single parents or people who work full-time. I'm here to prove them wrong. I'm a first-generation American, the father of Dion, and a non-traditional student at Gadsden State Community College. As a sergeant in the Army National Guard, I've watched soldiers with degrees progress faster in their careers. So today, I'm in school, involved in the Veterans Upper Bound program, and excited to see what's in store for my career. I truly am earning my wings at Gadsden State.
Serving Calhoun County in the state of Alabama since 1994, offering some of the most competitive interest rates in the mortgage industry, along with a wide variety of mortgage products. We are with you throughout the home buying process, offering you service before and after the close. Fast, reliable, local. Visit us today or apply online at our website, jacksonmortgageco.com.
And you remember, if you need a home loan, call my daddy.
So it's not nice.
Hey guys, welcome back out here. We are live at Pete Matthews Coliseum at JSU with the Calhoun County basketball tournament. It's this last game that we're in right now. Alexandria is just crushing Faith. I mean, Faith still got to show up and play.
Yeah, been a very Faith, sometimes I don't know if Faith got off the bus. Faith has been struggling early, to be honest with you. There's no way to sugarcoat it. They've just been really extremely struggling. They got 13 off free throws. A lot of those, I don't know the exact field goal numbers, but it's been pretty rough for Faith. And Alexandria's been a better team. They've won at every aspect in basketball, to be completely honest with you. And it's been extremely tough. Turnovers, just careless turnovers. They threw the ball 20 feet over their head.
Yeah, they literally are throwing it across the whole court.
Yeah, they're just Patrick Mahomes just launching it across the court, and it's nowhere near anybody. Or they try to fit it in somewhere, and there's 3 Valley Cubs in the pocket right there trying to steal it, and they end up stealing it. That's been the story of this game.
Yeah, it totally has. No one's been able to get open for Faith at all. It's whatever they were doing this first half did not work for them. So hopefully they've gone in there in the locker room during halftime right now, and they're sorting some things out and going to come back out different. So, hey, we want to thank all of our sponsors, Big Time Entertainment, Juanica Hendricks, Country Financial, and ABS Business Systems, and Economy Septic. Economy Septic Tank's been providing service to all of Calhoun County and all surrounding counties since 1975 for almost 50 years. Economy Septic Tank has been a family-owned and operated business, and we just want to thank them.
Yeah, and also give a big shout-out to Lisa Amerson. Thank you to Lisa Amerson for being a sponsor of this broadcast. Vote Lisa Amerson for Calhoun County Board of Education. She's a proud supporter of our student-athletes here in Calhoun County. Another big thank you to ABS Business Systems. For all your business systems and office needs, here in Calhoun County, it's ABS Business Systems, no doubt. Visit them online at www.absbusinesssystems. Actually, about absofficesystems.com. That is my fault.
And Julie Hood, we want to thank you to Julie Hood for being a sponsor of this broadcast. Vote Julie Hood for Calhoun County Board of Education. Julie Hood is a proud supporter of our student athletes in Calhoun County. Also, Juanica Hendricks and Country Financial. Special thanks to Juanica Hendricks and Country Financial for being a partner in this broadcast. Give Juanica a call today at 256-832-8779.
Also, a big shout out to Greenway CDJR of Anniston. Be sure to get into Greenway today to get your best deals on a Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. Come by the dealership or visit them online at www.greenwaycdjrofAnniston.com. And last but certainly not least, a special thanks to SNH Waterproofing and Construction. If you need foundation repair, you need mold removal, you need encapsulation, you need waterproofing, visit them on Facebook or give them a call for superior solutions. So now,
and Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings. I knew I forgot one. I just couldn't think of it. Yes, that was Buffalo Wild Wings. And here we are, minute 30 left here for into halftime here. And it's just been a mauling so far from Alexandria. Faith Christian's got to find a way to get back on track because so far it looks like that Faith hasn't got off the bus yet, to be completely honest with you. But they've been playing extremely hard so far. That's one thing that I can say. They're playing extremely hard, but they've not been able to shoot the ball well. They've not been able to get the ball in well at all. But they've just been struggling the entire night. And as the minute ticks down, it's just going to keep getting worse throughout this game if they don't catch on to something early here.
They've got to change something up again because it just nothing works that they did last quarter or last half.
I mean, even watching them warm up, they're struggling shooting the ball. I mean, it's just it's just something that they've just not been able to do tonight. Shoot the ball, they've not been able to score. And Alexandria, this game could be so much worse than it should be. It's a lot less worse, I could say, than it should be because Alexandria's missed a lot of shots as well.
And they've been fouling like crazy.
Fouling like crazy. That's the problem. Major foul trouble. I think everybody on Alexandria's team has a foul. It's been that bad so far. And it's just going to continue with now we're under 20 seconds here and getting ready to tip back off here and see if anything changes here for Faith Christian because now I think you're just playing for next week or next game.
And see who comes out with the energy because if Alexandria comes out with all the energy and Faith just kind of half-hearts it again, then, it's out.
All right, so now Alexandria got first possession. Hunt puts it up off the mark there, so it's going to be defensive rebound, my apologies. Defensive rebound by Faith Christian. So now Faith Christian driving in, try to get something going.
Nice block by Alexandria there to get the ball back.
So now Alexandria taking it back up the court here. Kicks it to Hunt. Hunt for three. Off the mark there. Hits off Faith Christian player's back. It's going to be stolen. Actually, it's not going to be stolen. Good effort right there by Pierce, but it's still going to be Faith Christian basketball, I think, and it is. So Faith Christian will get possession here. It's going to be Shaw. Just a freshman, though, but it is stolen by Paris. And here we go again. Paris lay-in, off the mark there. And this game could be so much worse than it should have. If Alexander was making these shots that were falling down, this could be a 30 or 40-point game here. They are extremely lucky that this is just a 16-point game. So now you hear Coach yell dribble, but can't really dribble when you got two Valley Cubs in front of you. That's Robertson now driving it down the court. And Robertson backing in. Robertson puts it up, nowhere near anything. Rebounded by Alexandria. Now Alexandria going the other way. That's going to be Paris. Paris now trying to get something going for Alexandria here in this half. Kicks it to Hunt. Hunt, little mid-jumper. Couldn't get it to fall, but an offensive rebound puts it back up, and a beautiful shot right there. That's going to be, I think that's going to be number 4, Samira Duncan with the putback. And once again, just a long Tim Couch type pass back when he used to play for the Browns in '99 and couldn't get anything to fall there. So now it's going to be Alexandria ball again. Another turnover by Faith Christian. So now Faith Christian driving in the paint. Beautiful right there by Hunt. Just driving in, using her big body to work. That's how you play big right there. That's exactly what a center needs to do on a basketball team. Good fundamental basketball. And another steal right there by Alexandria. Duncan puts it back high off the glass. Beautiful shot by Duncan. That's going to extend the lead, and a timeout is called. That's going to extend the lead to 22. Timeout is called by Faith Christian. So,
yeah, Alexandria came out of the locker room ready to play. They're just running the court right now again.
And Faith Christian definitely did not come out of the locker room ready to play. They're playing hard, but they just got to learn the fundamentals of, not trying to. If you get a person close to you and you get it into them, that's good enough. But they can't be on the baseline down there, and launching the ball right here, and
half quarter all the way across.
And there's 5 people standing right here for Alexandria, and there's no way they can expect that to work. I mean,
and then they've got to get people that are free, that aren't being blocked. They've got to run the court around so they can grab the pass.
They got to figure something out 100% because they
got to do it in a hurry.
Yeah, because this game's, so far, really nothing has showed us that Faith Christian has
got off the bus.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry if some people may be upset about that statement, but I'm just telling you the truth here. And they've just been struggling. Truthfully, Coach Williams is going to have to figure out something to get these girls playing because so far they've not been doing it. Here we go again. And there it is again. It's every time. They're
all the way across.
It worked that time, but how many times can you? It's worked. It didn't work many more times than it has worked. I'll tell you that right now. So now Shaw has the ball. Back to Robertson right in front of us. That's going to be Folsom. Folsom up for 3. Good shot, but couldn't get it to fall, and it's going to be out of bounds on Alexandria. So that's going to be Faith Christian basketball. So now Faith Christian, Pate inbounding the ball. Pate to Shaw. Shaw thought she was fouled too, but it's going to be a turnover. So now going back is Alexandria. It's going to be Duncan. Duncan trying to go coast to coast, and she does. Beautiful lay-in by Samira Duncan right there. So now Faith Christian is going to be, and it's going to be another pass. It's going to be Faith Christian ball still, though. So, looked out.
Hopefully they can get a receiver free to grab this throw-in.
And they didn't. They're just launching it downfield. It's like, mean, this is Jamarcus Russell when he got to the Raiders all over again. I mean, this is struggling. I don't understand it. I don't know why Coach Williams has not tried to explain to his girls that this is not the path they need to take. I mean, I get that, but at least you're getting the ball in. That's Duncan, and Duncan is hammered. So now that's going to be a foul on Faith Christian, their first of this period. So Faith Christian has not yet scored here in the second half. And Alexandria is on an 8-0 run to Hunt. Hunt with a beautiful shot. Couldn't get it to fall, though. Going back the other way is Faith Christian. So Faith Christian gets it to Robertson. Robertson to Shaw. Shaw driving in a little floater off the mark there. Hunt with a rebound. Hunt's getting in the corner, getting trapped, but it is off to Paris. Beautiful pass underneath to... That is going to be Duncan, and she is fouled on the shot, so she will go to the line to shoot. I think that's going to be 3 free throws for Samira Duncan. I could be completely wrong, but she may have had her foot on the line, but that is going to be close. So that's going to be, I think, going to be 3 free throws for Duncan. And off on the first one there. Up and it is good. So it will be 3 free throws. I thought it was a 3, and it was. So second one up and good. Now she now has 12 points. Defensive rebound right there by Faith Christian. And driving is Robertson. Robertson, I don't know if that was a pass or a put up, and it is almost another turnover by Faith Christian. Faith Christian throws it all the way back across the court. It'll be intercepted by Alexandria. Alexandria going the other way. Alexandria trying to find something.
They just reach up and grab it.
Paris, and she is fouled, so that will be the 4th team foul on Faith Christian here in this 3rd period. So now it will be Alexandria ball. Paris kicks it over. It's going to be Patterson. That's Duncan. And drives it in, and that's just whiffed it right there. So it's going to be going the other way. That's going to be Hunt that missed that shot. Now Faith Christian. Faith Christian, Robertson setting back. Trying not to risk anything. Rice. Tate puts it up. And it falls off of the side of the goal, but it falls in, so that will be the first basket of the second half for Faith Christian. So now, almost a turnover by Alexandria. Patterson for 3, off the mark there. Pate with the rebound. Almost a turnover by Pate. Back to Rice. Robertson trying to find something. Somebody needs to find somebody. Paris is defending her pretty well. Pate running clock. Shaw. It's going to be
good shot.
Good shot right there. Really good shot. So that's 2 back-to-back buckets right there for Faith Christian.
Maybe they can rally and get something going here.
Off the mark there. Offensive rebound, though. Defensive rebound, I should say. So now it'll be going the other way as Faith Christian. They've slowed it down a little bit, not throwing Hail Marys down the court, I should say. Trap getting called. And that's another one of them passes trying to fit it in when there's nobody there. And Duncan will have an easy lay-in. So
wide open on that one.
That'll be her, I think it should be her 14th point, and it will be. So that'll be Duncan's 14th point. And that's going to be Shaw now. Shaw's getting trapped. Shaw coming down the baseline now. Only one standing in front of her is Hunt, and she is fouled, so that will put Shaw at the free throw line to shoot 2.
Nice shot. Sank that one right in. Let's see if she can get this other one in.
And so 2 for 2 on free throws, so back to a 21-point game. Little run here. That's Paris. She's at the Hunt, little floater, and good. So good shot right there by Hunt. Little floater falls. So that will be Faith Christian ball, and here we go. We're back to the Hail Marys, but it worked that time, and there it is again. Another Hail Mary. It'll be Alexandria. To the corner for Patterson. Patterson, I think that is partially blocked. Hunt puts it up, but she is fouled hard, so that will send Hunt to the line to shoot 2. So it's going to be Hunt's first free throws of the night. Up and good. So the lead is now extended to 24. Up and good. So Hunt, very good free throw shooter. It's now a 25-point game. And here comes Shaw. Shaw on the baseline. Back to Pate. Pate to Robertson.
Good short passes there.
Robertson to Pate. Pate, long pass right there, over high. It's Robertson. Robertson is, I think it was tipped, actually. So I thought it was tipped too. That's why I was confused by the arrow that he marked. So that will be pulling up for 3, step back. Couldn't get it to fall. It's going to be Hunt with the rebound. Hunt going the other way. Hunt going in fast with it. Hunt kicks it back out, though, to Paris. Paris puts it up off the mark there. Hunt with the own rebound, though.
Oh.
And she is fouled. So wanted to charge there. Folsom did, but she won't get it. She didn't have her feet set. So Hunt is going to go to the line to shoot 2. With 25 seconds left here in this third period. First one up and off the mark, so can't cut it to 25. Let's see if she can cut it to, she can extend the lead, I should say, to 25. Now with 23.5 seconds left here in this third period. And doesn't touch anything.
Just short.
So Hunt, here comes Hunt the other way. Clark running down. Got to put it up, and she does off the mark. Hunt puts it back up, though. And it will be a 26-point lead as we head into the fourth period. And surely that means the clock will run no matter what, as long as there are no timeouts and free throws.
Yeah. And at least, Faith has come back and shortened some of their passes up. They have managed to put a few points on the board, so. Well, we're going to throw it to a quick break here, and we will see you guys back in just a second.
Hi, I'm Nick Burns, head of school at Hope Christian Academy here in Oxford, Alabama. And we would like to invite you to our open house on February the 2nd at 5:30. We'll discuss future academic programs, new athletic complex that is coming, and our future building project. We'll also discuss our enrollment for the 2024-2025 school year, as well as our early enrollment period. Applications for our school can be found at our website, www.hca.live. God bless. Go Saints.
Seconds. Hey guys, we are back here and about to start the fourth quarter here shortly. We've got a future basketball player walking across the court right now. And then maybe looks like he's going toward the Faith bench. And I really hope, I want to see the Lady Lions do something and at least put some more points on the board and hopefully remedy the pass situation they've got going across the court, making it shorter.
Yeah, because they're severely struggling here. So now Shaw back to Robertson. Up off the mark, and it will be Faith basketball. So clock not running just yet. I think it's 30, to be completely honest. It's going to be Shaw back to Pate. It's going to be Paris now. Slicing and dicing her way in to Hunt, and Hunt lays it in. So beautiful shot right there by Hunt. That's going to be our 13th point of the game. I think she's the leading scorer in this game.
I believe Samara Duncan has 14, and Hunt has 13.
Samara Duncan, yeah. I forgot about her, number 4. That was my fault. But she's on the court right now. They just don't have her number up. But here comes Paris to Duncan. Thought about it. Duncan gets it stripped away. Paris for 3. Big shot right there by Paris. And that will extend the lead to 31. So now here comes Shaw. Shaw driving down. Shaw's trapped. Shaw trying to get it over. She does. To Hunt. And it will be no, not a turnover. I thought it would be a jump. I thought it was a travel. But I think there was a timeout called, and there was. So timeout called by Coach Williams. Here with 6 minutes and 27 seconds left in this fourth period here, with the Alexandria Valley Cubs. Sorry, Alexandria Valley Cubs leading by 31, 50-19 over the Faith Christian Lions. So,
and looking at the Valley Cubs, I mean, you got Paris, who is just. She's all over everybody. She's all over that court.
Yeah,
she's not giving an inch.
And Hunt's been doing a phenomenal job as well. She plays very big. She is very big, but she plays big as well. I think that's one of her key features too as well. And then it's going to be Pate. Pate to Shaw, almost loses it back to Robertson. Robertson now. Let's see if she can connect on a pass. Off the mark there. It will be rebounded by Pate. Puts it back up. And a good shot by Pate. That will put the lead to 29. Off the mark. So going back the other way. Also, while we're waiting here and up by 29 is Alexandria. I don't know if anybody, if you don't know this, games tomorrow were canceled, so there's been a totally new schedule. As you've seen, we've had these games tonight as Alexandria steals it and going the other way. And we had this game right now, number 5 seed Alexandria versus number 12 Faith Christian. And then later on after this game, we'll have at 7:30 we have White Plains versus Ohatchee. We seen Ohatchee yesterday. Kobe Hester lit it up. And White Plains also got a very good team now that they're all healthy. But since it's been canceled yesterday, there's been a lot of changes. So Wednesday now will start at 12, and the girls start off. It'll be number 2 Oxford versus Ohatchee. Then at 1:30 will be the boys. It'll be number 2 Anderson versus Weaver. We've seen Weaver win earlier today. Big win for them. Then you have the Welborn girls versus number 1 Anderson at 3. That was a good win by Welborn we've seen Saturday. Air ball right there by Alexandria. And so then at 4:30 we'll have number 3 Jacksonville versus number, I think it's going to be, I think that's going to be
Traveling called on Faith.
It's going to be Piedmont. I think it's going to be Piedmont. I don't know what I'm saying. They confused me because it says 6-11 Faith, but Faith just lost, so Piedmont will be the team that faces Jacksonville at 4:30 on Wednesday. And then you're going to have the girls' game. You'll have number 3 Jacksonville versus Weaver. And then at 7:30 to kick off Wednesday, the end Wednesday, I should say, you have Piedmont versus more than likely Alexandria. Whoever closes this game out will face Piedmont, and more than likely it will be Alexandria up by 31. So, and then Thursday you'll have at 12 you have Oxford versus Sachs. And Sachs beat Donahoe earlier today, and then you'll have number 4 Alexandria versus, I think it's going to be either White Plains or Ohatchee. So we'll see whoever wins that next. And then, of course, at 3 o'clock we'll have the semifinals, the 2 versus the number 3 for the girls. And then at 4:30 we'll have the semifinals for the number 2 versus the number 3 for the boys. And then you'll have at 6 o'clock, you have the semifinals 1 versus the 4 bracket for the girls. And then you'll have at 7:30 the boys semifinals 1 versus 4. And then, of course, on Friday at 6 and 8 you'll have the girls finals and the boys finals. So a lot has changed since this weather. Elsa decided to freeze her. So moving back now to the basketball that's taking place in front of us. Alexandria turns the ball over. Actually doesn't turn the ball over somehow. And Paris for 3 off the mark. And that's going to be back to, I think that was Patterson. I could be wrong. There's Slayton on the other end of the court. That's Shaw driving in. Tries to take the charge, and Slayton doesn't get the call, I should say. And there's 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in this ball game. Timeout called by Alexandria right there. So gonna try to regroup with his girls and try to figure something out here. So with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left here in this 4th period, we'll see exactly how this one ends. Yeah, but Faith Christian has struggled offensively all day. I mean, truly not been able to get anything going on the offensive end, not been able to do much on the defensive end. Alexandria's dominated this game.
They totally have. Alexandria they're crushing it. So if they can unless some insane miracle happens in the next 2 minutes here for Faith.
I don't know if they're going to score 31 in 2 minutes.
I said insane.
If they score 31 in 2 minutes, we need to have Guinness Book World Record here in the next 2 minutes. Patterson with a little floater. Beautiful floater, though.
Shot.
So it'll be 33-point lead now. And surely they will let the clock run here. Down by 33. And now Shaw taking the ball up court. And there'll be a foul called. Clock's going to continue to run, so that's a smart decision here. It'll be No free throws just yet. Be Patterson in front of her. That's going to be Slayton. Slayton puts it up way over. Minute 48 ticking off the clock here. So Shaw gets fouled and puts it back up. So that will send Shaw to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one up and no good. So clock will only stop for free throws and timeouts now. You're seeing that happening right now. It's up and is no good. So, and there's going to be a lane violation on top of that. So she will get another free throw. Up, and so she goes 0 for 3 from the line there, even with the lane violation. So now the Valley Cubs going back the other way, and it will be a turnover on Slayton. So now it will be with a minute and 18 seconds left, with 14, as time begins to tick off this clock. This game has come to an inevitable end, I guess you could say. Shaw with the one-handed jumper off the mark. Slayton with the rebound. Slayton driving, throws it over to Patterson. Patterson trying to get something going. Puts it up I think that's number 11. I think that's going to be, trying to figure out. Number 11 on this roster I've been given. It's going to be Zoe Wilson, actually. That is my fault. So now Shaw puts it back up. Going back the other way is Patterson. Patterson to Wilson. Wilson puts it back up off the mark there. Is rebounded though, and that's a great shot. That's going to be number 22, Brinley Curvin, just a freshman. And that's going to do it now with a 35-point win, unless they score here, for the Alexandria Valley Cubs girls off, and it's going to be off the mark, and that's going to do it. And that will do it, and she fouls her, and that's going to do it actually. So it will be a 35-point win for the Alexandria Girls Valley Cubs, and just a disappointing loss for Faith Christian right there, but ran into a very good Alexandria girls team. So Alexandria will play Piedmont Wednesday, and we'll see who's able to come out on top in that game on Wednesday. You see White. We're going to throw it to Shasta here. So we're going to throw it to Shasta.
Hey guys, I am here with Paris, with Hunt, and with Duncan. You guys scored phenomenal. Paris, you put up 11 points. You were killing it out there, especially defensively. You were just so aggressive. What was it like out there for you today?
I just knew I needed to come out here and do my job and get it done.
And for you, let's see, it's number 4, Duncan, 14 points on the board, scoring, driving like crazy out there.
Thank you. Well, our goal was to win and play hard and get after it and go to the next round.
And you were always after the ball too, like her. Every time it was rolling around on the floor out there a lot, so you were down on it and getting it. So.
Yeah, we just got to get after it. That's what we've been doing since junior high, so we just always get after it.
And then number 23, Hunt. You were putting up a lot of shots out there. I want to say I thought you just 13 points total that I caught. So what was that like out there for you?
I love the environment. The team loves the environment. We just had to come out here and get the job done. We want to advance as far as we can go.
Okay, and so for your next game that you guys are going to have coming up now, what would you like to improve on between now and then in the next day or so?
Our communication is something we can always work on, and again, the hustle. I mean, it can always get better.
What do you feel, Samara?
Same thing. We just got to.
How about you, Paris?
Just improve on the effort more and more.
Anything you guys want to say to your fans out there? Go, Cubs! Let's go! Thank you guys so much. We're going to throw it to a real quick break, and we'll be right back after these short messages from our sponsors.
At Southern States Bank, we pride ourselves on being your local bank. We're your neighbors and involved in the community. We're the bank featuring the Southern Rewards checking account, a cashback account with no ATM fees. We're on the cutting edge and always have a smiling face to help you out. Stop being just another number at the big bank and start being a neighbor at Southern States Bank. Let us be the bank for you and your business.
Hello, I'm John Garlick, and I'm running for probate judge here in Calhoun County, and I'm asking for your vote. From accounting and finance to law enforcement and mental health, my education, training, and experience make me uniquely qualified to be your probate judge. Now, I've sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the great state of Alabama, and I look forward to taking that oath again as your next probate judge. I'm John Garlick, and I'm asking for your vote.
You need strength, resilience, and hope to face life challenges. And I found all three at Gaston State Community College. I'm Jada Pickens, an office administration student at Gaston State's Ayers campus in Anniston. Along with attending classes, I work full-time. Life is very demanding. There's a real sense of support at Gaston State. The faculty and staff care about us as individuals and want us to thrive in the classroom and in life. Thank you, Gaston State, for giving me the wings to fly to new, unexpected heights.
Serving Calhoun County in the state of Alabama since 1994, offering some of the most competitive interest rates in the mortgage industry, along with a wide variety of mortgage products. We are with you throughout the home buying process, offering you service before and after the close. Fast, reliable, local. Visit us today or apply online at our website, jacksonmortgageco.com.
And you remember, if you need a home loan, call my daddy.
I'm Julie Borelli, and I'm going to be your next probate judge. As a retired U.S. Marine, a dedicated community advocate, and a practicing attorney, I have always been a firm believer in service over self. I'm compassionate, driven, and hardworking, and I intend to bring those qualities to the forefront. If you want integrity, experience, and a true advocate for our people, elect Julie Borelli, Calhoun County Probate Judge.
Thank you for coming to Greenway. At Greenway Classes, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes, nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
Welcome back in now, courtside at the 2024 Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. Caleb Brooks now joined by winning coach, Coach Craig Kiker. Coach, first of all, congratulations, you and your team. Big win, a great start to this basketball game. You're up 22-2 at one point. The pressure was just a lot for that team to be able to handle, but what really impressed you about the way your team came out from the jump and had a lot of energy?
Yeah, I thought we did what we were supposed to in the first quarter and got the game under control really quickly. I thought we lost a little intensity after that, but I'm proud of the way they came out and took control of the game.
You know, you get a win like this, you get to get some starters out early, get them some rest. Obviously, nothing going on tomorrow due to weather, but how big is that where they didn't have to really overexert themselves in this game and they move on to the next round without having to put a lot on their body?
Yeah, really important. You know, with us not having school tomorrow, I wasn't terribly concerned about that kind of stuff. We probably, you know, really needed some more minutes with having a full day off tomorrow. But yeah, it's always good for everybody to get to play and get valuable minutes.
What is your biggest concern with there being no school or nothing tomorrow? Is it just them sleeping in way too late and, that type of stuff? Or, what worries you the most about just a full day off?
I try not to worry about those. Nothing we can do to control it, so I try not to worry too much about it. I worry about them sleeping in all the time. I was on them today about make sure you get out of the bed, and but that kind of stuff you can't really control, so no big deal.
In your mind, what are the biggest improvements that you want to see now going into this next game?
We got to score the ball better. I thought at times we go a long time, and we didn't shoot it good today. We'll shoot it a little better next time. But we go too long without scoring and without getting a quality shot sometimes. Sometimes we take a bad shot when we don't need to.
Well, Coach, appreciate you taking the time to join us here. Congratulations, a big win here to open this thing up, and good luck to you and your girls the rest of this way.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all.
Yes, sir. So there you have it. Coach Craig Kiker, the winner there for Alexandria Valley Cubs, and big victory there for Alexandria, getting the win over Faith Christian. Just a little overmatched, really, from the get-go. They came out 16-0 run to start the game, up 22-2 at one point. It really just kind of dominated the pace of the play and dominated the floor throughout the most part, and they get a huge victory now to move on here in the 2024 Calhoun County Tournament. So coming up next should be a really fun one. We've been kind of building up to this one all day. Ohatchee, White Plains. Crowd's really starting to file in, so it should be one of the better atmospheres of the day, and going to be a lot of fun here between these two teams. Should be a lot of energy and a lot of getting up and down the floor, a lot of action. So that's what we look forward to here, and it'll be a great way to round this thing off and, get day one really all the way done and move on to Wednesday. So I think Shasta now has somebody joined there on the other end. We're going to send it down to her and let her talk with her guest that she has down on the other end of the floor.
So, guys, this next game is going to be a big matchup, White Plains and Ohatchee, so why not have the principals here? I have Principal Ward from White Plains with me on one side, and I have the middle school principal, Graham, right, with me, assistant principal, on the other side. My bad on that. So, Principal Ward, tell me about your school's involvement with this whole tournament, because I think you're over it, and what you're expecting in the game here.
Yeah, we're hosting the tournament this year, and we've really enjoyed the opportunity to put all these things together. Unfortunate that the weather's not cooperating tomorrow, but we're going to get the games in, and we're looking forward to a great game. Ohatchee's a great school, great program, and we're looking forward to the competition.
And you're just saying that because he's standing right here.
That's right.
Principal Graham, tell me about your school here today and what you're hoping happens in the game here that, you can say over my shoulder here.
Well, obviously we want to win the game, obviously, but it's always fun to compete against county schools. We all work together, we all stay together, we all root for each other, so it's always fun to play county schools, but obviously we want to win the game.
What's it been like watching some of these players come up and grow up in your school?
It's amazing watching. Our new coach, Kyle Wilson, he's done a great job with our kids. Brian Ginn, who left us in a pretty good shape with our kids. But it's different seeing the style that he does and different styles of coaching that we've seen. So we're looking for great things in the future. So.
And I'm going to ask you the same question. What's it been like watching some of these players grow up in your school and mature into the player that they are today?
Yeah, it's been awesome. A lot of great kids at White Plains, but I've been there for 12 years, so I've seen a lot of these guys all the way from elementary to middle to high school. So that's special seeing the guys grow up in White Plains.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you want to say to the parents and all the fans out there before the game starts?
Go Wildcats.
And how about you? Anything for the parents and the fans?
Go Indians.
And I'm going to get out of the middle and let them duke it out, but they're going to do it on the court for you. So we're going to throw it back to the table or to the game for you right now.
All right. Appreciate it. Glad you're able to get both of the principals here. It's always a fun thing. And I'm telling you, the Calhoun County Tournament, not many like this. I had somebody, I'm not from around here, and they asked me, they said, where are you from? And I was like, Tallapoosa County. I went to Benjamin Russell. I said, what's y'all's county tournament like? And I said, we don't have one. So not many places have something like this, and it's a lot of fun when you can have, 14 different teams from all around the county be able to meet up together and compete against each other. And then not only that, but you have a venue like this right here, the Pete at Jacksonville State University, makes it even more, of a big deal. And then not only that, this is where these guys are trying to get to. They want to be right back in this spot. Some more technical difficulties there. We got to figure it out.
Should have heard that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun here. This is where these teams are trying to get back to. They want to be here in about a month from now playing in regionals. And so this is a good taste of it. Good opportunity for all these coaches to take these guys and say, hey, this is where we want to be. We want to be back in this locker room, on this sideline, and back in this arena with a chance to go and get to Birmingham, play for a blue map. So getting set now to have the starters introduced to us here on the court. Should be a fun matchup. I mean, Jackson, we've looked forward to this one all day pretty much. I asked you kind of at the beginning of the game, I was like, the last one, it should be a fun game. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's going to be a fun one. So we should, very similar to the last boys game me and you did, should be a lot of up and down action on the floor between these two teams.
Yeah, two high-powered offenses going at it once again. And both these teams are extremely good. We've seen Ohatchee play Saturday. Very good team. Came out with a win against Welborn.
Getting set for the starting lineups.
That's that man Colby Hester out there. Ashton Carroll. This is that's going to be Jake Robertson. Luke Vincent, a monster on the defensive end side of the ball, a monster on the offensive side of the ball. He can do just about anything, especially in the paint. He's a menace. And here comes Dylan Barksdale. He's finally healthy. I've seen him play earlier, and he had the flu. A lot of these guys did. So now that he's finally healthy, we're going to see how he plays here tonight. It's going to be Coleman Ray and Josh Wheeler. It's going to be Cam Allman and big Carter Johnson. Absolute monster. This White Plains team is very, very old, very older team. They're veterans of high school basketball, you could say. So we're getting ready for tip-off here. And Robertson wins the tip-off, gives it to Hester, and let this man cook. This man can pull up from anywhere on the court. Got to watch out for him. Ooh, good defense by White Plains, though. That's a lower. Gives the ball up right there. Going back the other way, that's Wheeler. Thought about it. Coleman Ray thought about it from half court almost. That's Barksdale now with the ball. Gives it to big Carter Johnson. Carter Johnson trying to get it to Coleman Ray. And that is going to be Wheeler. Off the mark there. Actually, that's going to be Coleman Ray with the shot.
Neither team able to score here with their first possessions to get the game started. We'll see now if Ohatchee can settle in.
Ashton Carroll had a big game Saturday. Looking to duplicate that here tonight. It's going to be Vincent versus Carter Johnson. Is going to be a very, very interesting matchup to watch. It's going to be Ashton Carroll. Luke Vincent, and puts it in over big Carter Johnson. That's going to be a matchup to watch all night long.
Yeah, really good job right there of finding the space in the defense, getting to that spot, and then being able to get it over the big man to get it in. They needed those first 2 points to get the game started, but a great answer on the other end by the man you just talked about, Carter Johnson.
He's big, man. He really is. You're going to have to put Vincent on him because it's going to be a big guy on a big guy all night long, and it's going to be something to see. Roberson. Ooh, almost gets a steal. Ooh, Dylan Barksdale with a deflection. Carroll. And a back by Carter Johnson going back the other way as White Plains loses it, though. Oldman kind of settles down. That's the Barksdale. Coleman Ray, beautiful inside step. Couldn't get it to fall. Oldman puts it back up, though, and capitalizes.
Yeah, size advantage was big right there as he was able to go over Austin Carroll and get that one to fall. Nice second chance opportunity there for White Plains.
Now Carroll trying to get something going here. Pass inside to Vincent. Vincent kicks it back out to Roberson. Roberson loses it by Dylan Barksdale with a steal. Barksdale back to Allman. Allman driving down. Kind of lets develop. Barksdale kicks it over to the corner. That's Taylor. Back to Wheeler, my fault. And it will be, they've been over the back called on White Plains. Over back called on Ohatchee. So it'll be White Plains possession still.
It looked like they got Jake Robertson right there. I think he got called for a hold as he was trying to keep Carter Johnson from being able to go up and get the rebound. So his first foul of the game. First foul on either side.
Coleman Ray backing up, letting the play develop. Josh Wheeler now. Back to big Carter Johnson. Coleman Ray with the ball now. Dylan Barksdale tries to get a screen. Back to Wheeler. Wheeler trying to get something going. Wheeler puts it up and in. Beautiful little floater right there by Wheeler.
So White Plains starting to get a little bit of a rhythm on the offensive end. Ohatchee still looking for a rhythm, even though they got the game started with the first 2 points.
Lawson to Hester cross court. And it will be maybe a timeout called. And the subs will come in. They're going to sub in Paul Lobby.
Full timeout. Kind of interesting. I mean, they must have looked at it, and Coach Kyle Wilson must have just said, hey, look, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing from our offense. We need to just come over here and talk about it. And then, I'm sure one of the big things he's going to be talking about over there is they need to see more movement. Just a lot of standing around right now. And these guys, it can be one of two things. You can either wait all day long and you come out like White Plains has, which you're on fire, you're ready to go, or sitting around all day can have a negative effect, which right now it kind of seems like it has with Ohatchee because there's just not a lot of energy from this team right now, a lot of standing around and just not really trying to do a lot to make things happen.
Yeah, like you said, standing around, not moving very much, just kind of just content with keeping the ball in Kobe Hester's hands, which is a good thing. He's one of your best players, but you got to move the ball.
Good little student section for White Plains over here to the left.
Probably the best one I've seen tonight.
Yeah. Probably a couple more kids than what Piedmont brought. Now, you got to feel like school being out, and some of these programs, these kids, they wait till later in the week to show up. They kind of expect their programs to maybe be playing later on in the week. So, I'm sure Friday night, 2 champions, it'll be a great atmosphere in here.
Now Roberson steals the ball. Back to Carroll. Carroll trying to get something going now. Vincent sets the screen. Good defense by Wheeler. Paul Lobby with a steal. Allman picks it up. And it is good steal back by Kobe Hester. Kobe Hester now going the other way. Roberson, little hook shot, Kareem style. Loses it though. Allman gets it back. High-paced game, man. This is wild. Lobby back to Wheeler. Wheeler, it is off of Ashton Carroll. So it will be White Plains ball.
Yeah, look, if you're Ohatchee right now, you got to take advantage. You got Carter Johnson on the bench for the first time in the ball game, so a little less size out there for White Plains, and you got to make something work.
Paul Lobby now kicks it over. And he thought he was fouled. Didn't get the call, though. That's Daniel Williams. Ashton Carroll. And he's going to get called for a double dribble.
Yeah, he carried it that time. You know, he's coming over with his left hand. You can tell it's not his dominant hand, and just kind of turned the ball over when he did so. Ended up getting that carrying call.
So now Wheeler. To Williams. Lobby. Lobby almost loses it. Back to Hines. Ethan Turner. Lobby. Wheeler. And Ethan Turner puts it up right there. Beautiful shot right there by Ethan Turner.
Yeah, really good job right there by Turner to get in the paint and use his size and his frame to be able to get it up. And after the first 2 points by Ohatchee, it has been all White Plains here in the first quarter, and now a steal going the other way.
Beautiful steal by Hines. Hines driving in, little lay-in, beautiful. Timeout called by Ohatchee.
And you said White Plains had the flu?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they've come out with some energy. They're well rested. They use that time in the bed to their advantage. Got some legs rested, and they've got a lot of energy. We talked about it. I mean, now already the second time out here in the first quarter by Ohatchee, and I mean, you got to feel like that Coach Wilson's sitting over there like, guys, we have got to wake up and get in this ball game. There's just not a lot of energy coming from the Ohatchee side right now, whether it's the bench, whether it's the five on the court. And even, you know, I mean, there's not a lot going on over there, and it's translated to the offensive end with guys just standing around and just not doing very much, and turn into some turnovers for White Plains that now all of a sudden starting to turn into some easy baskets, fast break points, and you're seeing them pull away right here. They've scored 10 unanswered.
Yeah, for sure. They got to figure out something here. Now this full court press by White Plains may be a problem. Kobe Hester's trap. Gives the Roberson back to Hester. And Hester is a lot of contact. No call. Hester driving in, and he loses the ball, and it will be White Plains basketball. So now Lobby throws a lob. Got Williams. Williams couldn't get it to fall. Hines puts it back up, couldn't get it to fall. Rebound by Lower. Lower is trapped. Still trapped. Still by Lobby. Still by Carroll. Hester now. Little lay-in for Kobe Hester.
Yeah, they needed that. Needed something in the run. Needed something to get some kind of energy and some kind of confidence on the offensive end. If you're an Ohatchee Indian fan, you got to hope that gets you going.
And it will stick with White Plains. And Carter Johnson and Dylan Barksdale coming back in for White Plains.
Good move.
Ooh, good block. Good block by Luke Vincent right there.
Yeah, that was good all the way around. Good job by Vincent to come over and get the block. It was a good move to set up the shot. But Vincent just a little better with the block. And now Carter Johnson with the block on the other end.
Hunter Brown. Steal by Dylan Barksdale. A little spin move. Colby versus Barksdale, and Barksdale is fouled. I think that's going to be the second. No, maybe it's just going to be the first on Hester.
Yeah, his first. But, I mean, again, the standing around on offense is what led to the turnover right there. I mean, they just kind of threw it down low, and then everybody stood there and watched him. There's no moving around. There's no movement at all, and that's why they continue to turn the ball over. It's just been easy for White Plains to jump in front of these passes, and you're going to have to find an answer for him down low. Otherwise, he could probably do that all night.
Yeah, that was too easy for him. It's Carroll back to Brown. Brown for three, off the mark there. Vincent gets off the board. It's packed, but it is a foul call. So That'll send Vincent to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, came right across the arm right there. Very good job by Vincent to get the rebound. Offensive rebound, get you an opportunity for some second chance points, and while he didn't finish, now you have 2 free throws.
And first one off the mark. Josh Wheeler and Jake Robertson going to check back in. So now Vincent chance to go 1 for 2 from the line. And he whiffed the second one as well. Nice little behind the back. Oh, man, don't do it to him, Carter Johnson. Carroll off the mark.
Good job right there by Johnson, using his size, going up, getting the rebound, and he had the block over here and tried to get a little too far ahead of himself, put it on the floor, and ended up losing it, and went back to Ohatchee, but a really good job again on the other end there to get the rebound. Right here, White Plains lose it out of bounds, so a turnover for them. We'll give it over to Ohatchee.
So at the end of one, it is White Plains on top of Ohatchee by 8. Very, very good, very, very good half. First period of basketball, I should say. Ohatchee strikes first, 2-0, and White Plains really responded. We're on a 12-2 run. We're going to throw it to a quick break. We'll be right here at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament.
Barrett Body Shop has been providing honest and quality collision repair services to the residents of Calhoun County since the year 2000. We take great pride in the quality of the work we produce and go the extra mile to ensure quality and safety of the repair work on your vehicle. With over 40 years of experience, Philip Barrett and our staff will restore your vehicle to its pre-accident condition while working with your insurance provider and helping you every step of the way. Barrett Body Shop is a strong supporter of many churches, schools, and youth activities. We consider it an honor to give back to our community and maintain a relationship with our customers. Come and let us provide you with a free estimate today.
And now we are back here. Barksdale back to Allman. Carter Johnson, and puts it up. Couldn't get it to fall, but gets his own miss. Johnson puts it back up, and just too easy for Carter Johnson.
Yeah, Coach Kyle Wilson wanted to travel over there, didn't get it. May have shuffled his feet a little bit underneath, but doesn't get the call, and Carter Johnson able to finish there. And he has the ability to take this game over if he wants to. Nobody for Ohatchee can match his size.
He's like White Plains and Zach Eady.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll see if he gets all the calls Zach Eady gets.
Yeah, for sure. That dude gets every call. Carroll for 3. Doesn't even touch the iron. And Johnson with the rebound. Here comes Allman. Allman trying to go coast to coast. And one. Big basket right there for Allman. And he'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Yeah, really good take right there. Kind of just put his head down and decided, I'm going to get to the rack. Took on some contact in order to do so, but nice finish.
Bobby checking back in for White Plains. Carter Johnson goes out. Wow, what a save by Dylan Barksdale, but it's still going to be a turnover after all that much of a good save there.
Yeah, did a good job of hustling, getting to the ball, but as he gathered to go up, ended up losing it out of his hands. It goes out of bounds, so a turnover there from White Plains. But Ohatchee has got to find some kind of offense to get going in this game.
Carroll. Colby first three of the game. Bang! Colby Hester First three of the game falls. Not a shock. He was lighting it up last night from three. Not last night, Saturday. My fault. And so it'll be Dylan Barksdale. Ooh, Carroll just about form tackled him.
Yeah, right there. Austin Carroll just kind of took a chance. Thought that he might have got him looking up, not paying attention. Instead, he runs into him, gets the foul. But all of a sudden, you can kind of feel the energy and effort has picked up a little bit from Ohatchee here in the second quarter.
Dylan Barksdale gets it in. Wheeler. Wheeler just trying to navigate some traffic. Gives it back to Barksdale. Lobby. Back to Hines. Hines back to Lobby. Lobby almost loses it. Carroll is playing hard, but he's got to be careful. That is going to be Carroll's second in the past 20 seconds. Hines now. Back to Lobby. Lobby to Wheeler. Wheeler back to Hines. Wheeler thought about it. Gets to Carter Johnson in the paint. Carter Johnson using that big body to use. Ooh, thought about it. It's a steal by Ohatchee. But there's another steal. Dylan Barksdale playing up for 10. And beautiful lay-in by Hines.
Yeah, really good job by Barksdale to knock it away and come up with it and then get the dish for the assist. And that was all him right there. And look, if you're Ohatchee, that's tough. You had a chance to cut in the lead even more, and now you're down double digits and close to making it 13 right there. This is who they need to get going, though.
Pass it out Brown for three. Bang! There you go.
Yeah, I mean, this offense is going to run through Colby Hester, and he's got to make shots, and he's got to dish it to his teammates. Great find right there by Hester. And another assist there for Ohatchee.
William Hunter Brown with the big three. That's Hines taking it in. Little Mitty off the mark there. Brown with the rebound. Going the other way. Brown pulls up from three again. Couldn't get it to fall that time. Barksdale with the rebound. Now Wheeler. Wheeler back out to Hines. Hines, little lay-in, beautiful. Hines really starting to pick up here in this game. Biggest lead so far, I think, for White Plains. Colby Hester trying to get something going. Kicks it to Carroll. Carroll for three. Barely hits iron, and that's going to be a foul called on.
Going to be against White Plains, I think.
It's going to be called on. Not sure the number. It's going to be number 3, Barksdale. Carroll now trying to get something open. Trying for something. Ooh. Robertson hits the deck, and it will be out of bounds on Ohatchee. I mean, on White Plains, sorry. So it'll still be Ohatchee ball.
But again, I mean, Johnson's size and ability to defend the rim played a big factor right there on that play.
Carroll now. Back to Hester. Back to Carroll. Little screen by Jake Robertson. Robertson mismatching the paint, and Carter Johnson blocks it from behind. Big block by Carter Johnson. Williams going the other way, puts it up, and couldn't get it to fall. Gets his own board, picks it back up, and is packed by Robertson. Hester now loses it. Paul Lobby, and it will be a foul on Hester. So that will be his second.
Yeah, decision time now for Coach Kyle Wilson, what he wants to do. See if he leaves him in and trust him.
Ethan Turner will come back in now for White Plains. Paul Lobby goes out.
Looks like that will keep Hester in. Coach Wilson, I think, kind of knows. If we take him out of the game, it's going to be even tougher to score. Offense has to go through him. He's just got to be smarter on the defensive end.
Williams put it back up. Beautiful little switch hand lay in right there. Hester now trying to get something going for this Ohatchee offense. Gives it to Brown. Carroll now. Carroll trying to get something. Vincent loses it. Picked up by Brown. Back to Vincent. Back to Carroll. Carroll wants a screen. He's going to get it. Carroll's driving in off the foot of Carter Johnson. Smart play by Carroll right there. Now Allman will check back in for White Plains. Carter Johnson will go out. Hester gets Turner. Hester is going to lose possession. Back to Brown, though. Hunter Brown trying to get something going here. Vincent puts it up. High arcing shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded by White Plains and Daniel Williams. Hines. Hines to Turner. Turner for three. Bang! A 15-point lead now, largest of the game for the White Plains Wildcats. Colby Hester now driving down the court. A little under 2:30 here. Hester, and it is packed. Dangerous pass to Allman. Little fly route, we call it in football. Beautiful lay-in by Allman. Now Carroll coming up court with it. Hester now. Back to Carroll. Carroll to Hester. Carroll, Hester for three. Bang! Another big shot.
Now, Hester was going to get a three up, whether it was his teammate shooting it or him. He tried to give it off. He didn't shoot it, and you can after he shot it, he kind of looked at him like, we're going to get a three up. Got to get some stops on the defensive end, though. White Plains kind of gotten it back going on offense and just slicing through this Ohatchee defense right now.
Yeah, back to a 16-point game now. Hester off the backboard there. That's Hines. Hines for a little mid-range jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Vincent. It will be, he stepped on the line to stay with White Plains. Robertson will check in. Barksdale and Wheeler will check in for White Plains. Allman up and under, can't get it to fall. Here comes lower the other way. Carroll. Colby Hester, wide open three. He thought he was fouled. Barksdale now. Kicks it out to Wheeler. Wheeler for three. Splash!
It was an 18-10 game. All of a sudden now, 14-3 run by White Plains has busted it open.
Here comes Wheeler. Wheeler for off the mark lay in. Barksdale gets it back though, puts it up high off the glass. Beautiful. So it's now a 21-point lead for White Plains. With 8 seconds left here before halftime. Carroll has the ball. That's going to be an offensive foul by Vincent. Yeah, 100%. Going back the other way with 0.9 seconds left for half. So we'll see if White Plains can get a shot off here. They do. Oh, put way too much on it.
He threw a full court shot up for a half court shot.
So now with at the half, it is 34-13. The White Plains Wildcats leading the Ohatchee Indians by 21.
Yeah, just a dominant half there from White Plains all the way around. Really just no answer from Ohatchee. I mean, they scored the first 2 points of the game, you kind of felt like, okay, here we go. And from that point on, I mean, White Plains took over. You take away those first 2 points, they beat them 34-11 the rest of the half. So, 34-13 already looks bad enough, but you kind of get what I'm saying. I mean, it's just after they scored, it's like it woke up White Plains and just still, I mean, I'm not trying to knock the kids or anything, but it just doesn't feel like Ohatchee has a ton of energy. And maybe it's because they played Saturday, having to come back today. They didn't have school today, and so they may have slept in. I mean, whatever it was, but there's just not a lot of energy coming from that Ohatchee side, whether it's on the court, on the bench, whatever it is, and it's kind of reflected with the result on the court.
Well, they've been here all day. I mean, I seen them up in the stands this morning. That we was here at 9?
Which also may be a part of the problem, too. You sit around all day, and not even really the waking up early part. It's just you sit around all day. You're watching all these other games. You just kind of get in a lull, and your mind kind of gets in a relaxation of watching these games, and the next thing you know, it's your turn to play, and you can't kick it up into that gear you need to kick it up into. But I also think White Plains had something to do with that as well, because they played really, really well here in the first half.
Yeah, White Plains is a good team. White Plains, last time I called White Plains, they had the flu. And so 7 of their guys were out. That included Dylan Barksdale, Carter Johnson, Josh Wheeler. There's some other guys thrown in there too. I just can't remember their name, but 7 guys had the flu last time I called them, and they still won the game. So now they got everybody back. Scary team. And we're going to throw it to a quick break, and we'll be back right here at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament in Jacksonville.
Here's your TV24 news in a minute, presented by Team 1 Chevrolet of Gadsden.
Governor Kay Ivey has issued a state of emergency for 25 counties in Alabama, including Calhoun, Cherokee, Cleburne, and Etowah ahead of this week's winter weather. This went into effect yesterday at 2 p.m. With the intense cold weather, the bridge at the Anniston First United Methodist Church has a public warming station open to those who need it. Jacksonville State University has crowned Grace Ann Lundy Miss JSU 2024. She will now go on to represent the university this summer in the Miss Alabama pageant. On Friday, the Talladega City Council named the Talladega Fire Chief Danny Warwick interim city manager after they voted unanimously to terminate Cedric Hill's contract a week ago. 30 students from Gadsden State Community College have received the Alabama Automotive Manufacturers Association Scholarship. Gadsden State has more AAMA scholarship recipients than any other community college in the state. And that's your news in a minute. We'll see you back tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight temperatures are getting down to 22 degrees. We'll have cloudy skies with periods of freezing drizzle. Then tomorrow, the high is only getting up to 31 degrees, and we'll have mostly cloudy skies. Now, as for the 7-day, tomorrow night, bundle up. Make sure the heat is on full blast because the low is getting down to 13 degrees with a 40% chance of rain. And as for the rest of the week, the highs are not going to be all that high. They're going to be very low. Wednesday, only getting up to 40 degrees with no chance of rain. We're seeing a 50% chance of rain with a high of 49. Friday, a high of 40. Saturday, a high of 36. Sunday, a high of 46. And Monday, only a high of 49. And for those last few days this week, is only going to be a 0 to 10% chance of rain. So not a whole lot of rain this week, but definitely some freezing cold temperatures. So everyone, bundle up.
The Greenway. At Greenway Classes, we have all the vehicles that you want. We are here part of your family, and we want to make sure that you give us that opportunity under the new management that we have. Yo quisiera que ustedes sepan que aquí en Greenway estamos nosotros dispuestos a hacerlos a ustedes, nuestra familia. Avísenos cuando estén listos y vengan a vernos con todos los vehículos y las necesidades que tengan.
Come visit us today.
I'm Julie Borelli, and I want to be your next probate judge. As a retired U.S. Marine, a dedicated community advocate, and a practicing attorney, I have always been a firm believer in service over self. I'm compassionate, driven, and hardworking, and I intend to bring those qualities to the forefront. If you want integrity, experience, and a true advocate for our people, elect Julie Borelli, Calhoun County Probate Judge.
I'm Nick Burns, head of school at Hope Christian Academy here in Oxford, Alabama. And we would like to invite you to our open house on February the 2nd at 5:30. We will discuss future academic programs, new athletic complex that is coming, and our future building project. We'll also discuss our enrollment for the 2024-2025 school year, as well as our early enrollment period. Applications for our school can be found at our website, www.hca.live. God bless. Go Saints.
Hello, I'm John Garlick, and I'm running for probate judge here in Calhoun County, and I'm asking for your vote. From accounting and finance to law enforcement and mental health, my education, training, and experience make me uniquely qualified to be your probate judge. Now, I've sworn an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the great state of Alabama, and I look forward to taking that oath again as your next probate judge. I'm John Garlick, and I'm asking for your vote.
And we are back here at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament for our last game of the day. It's been a long, long day of basketball. We've had some good games. We've had some rough games, but this game has been really dominated by White Plains here in this first half now, but with 3 minutes left before the start of the second half, here White Plains out here shooting. Ohatchee's still in the locker room, so I wonder if Coach is giving him a good talking to.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure he is, and I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of what me and you have talked about throughout the game is, hey, you know, nothing is going to change in this basketball game until you start playing a little bit harder and having a little bit more energy. You know, if you bring the same energy out and you stand around and don't do stuff right, then you're going to get the same result here in the second half. And so I'm sure that's a big message from Coach Wilson with his group right now at halftime is, you know, something's got to change or we're going to be sitting right back in here and after 16 more minutes of basketball feeling the exact same way because can't feel too good right now sitting in the locker room down by 21 at halftime and just really haven't been able to get much going on the offensive end at all.
Not at all. I mean, seriously not. They, like I said, scored the first 2 points of the game, and now they've went and got outscored 34-11. That is something that you definitely don't need. And still, Ohatchee's still in the locker room. Not came out yet, so they're going to be not warm up at all when they come back.
That may be part of the plan, too, is, hey, we weren't very good when we did warm up in the first half, so let's just not warm up and see if maybe we can just go out and play off the field.
Got to try something.
You got to try something, but, I mean, you know, look, I feel like we you know, we're not trying to take anything away from White Plains at all. They played really, really well in the first half. It's just noticeable when you can kind of like watch. I mean, you can look at them walking out of the locker room as Ohatchee does come back out on the court right now. There's just, I don't know, it's just like they just look like they're here tonight, you know, whereas it felt like listening to you and Bo talk about Saturday's game, they were getting up and down the floor and flying around and had energy and were talking, and you're just not really seeing that from this group the way that y'all kind of described what they were like on Saturday.
This ain't the same team that I saw play Saturday, I'll tell you that right now. Not even close. Other team Saturday, they had so much energy. They were so hyped up about it. This team, it's like their spirits are completely broken.
And it's easy to do when you're down by 21, but the point of that is that's how it's felt from the get-go. You know, it ain't like that they got down 16-4 and all of a sudden quit playing hard. And it's not like we're trying to sit here and say they're not playing hard. It's just there's a difference. You know, when you watch, like if you watch Alabama basketball, you can see the games that they're diving on the floor after balls and all that and how it translates compared to the games that they don't. And they end up losing the game, and that's kind of what you're seeing tonight. Just White Plains has been the team diving for balls, going after things. Ohatchee hasn't, and it doesn't feel like there's anybody that's really trying to pick the team up and get anybody to get going either. And, you know, Coach Wilson can only do so much. You need guys on the team to step up, and you got to be a player-led team. Anytime you're a coach-led team, you're not going to make it very far. You need some of these guys to step up and get in each other's faces and kind of wake each other up and get going. Look, basketball's a crazy game. I've seen 25, 26, 27-point comebacks before. You can get back in this game, but you got to get some stops. They got to start making shots, and they've got to move around a lot more on the offensive side.
And almost a turnover first possession.
Yeah, if they would have bounced over, it would have knocked my water out of my hands. I'd have been mad.
Now here comes Hester now. Let's see if they can get him going.
Mm.
Couldn't get it to fall.
No, that's kind of been the story of the night. also for this Ohatchee team. They've gotten a couple of decent looks and also just haven't fallen for them, and has led to an even tougher night.
So the offer of Ohatchee, so White Plains will keep possession here. Gives it to Carter Johnson. Back to Barksdale, back to Wheeler. Wheeler with a little mid jumper off the mark there. Carter Johnson gets the rebound, goes over to Vincent, puts it back. Carter Johnson misses it again. And Robertson ends up with the rebound, and now it's going to be Lawyer on his way down the court. Allman steal, beautiful steal by Allman. Allman fast break, couldn't get that to fall, puts it back up, and finally gets it to fall. Coleman Ray. I keep messing number 12 up. That's Coleman Ray right there now with a fast break layup right here. And missed it, but Barksdale cleans it up.
They're just trying to get their rebound numbers up.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah. Harlem Globetrotter type stuff. And another steal, almost another steal by Dylan Barksdale. Oh, man, don't do it to him. Carter Johnson, that man's family's here to watch him play.
Well, you feel for Hester a little bit. I mean, he's trying to do all he can for this team right now. There's just other guys around him are having trouble getting open. There's no way to really get to the basket because Carter Johnson is standing right there waiting on you.
He's a monster. He really is. He's just sitting in the paint, waiting, daring somebody to come in the paint. And Cass and Carroll said, nah, I'm letting nothing back out, man. I ain't trying to do all that. Oh, we got it in, though, over him. Nice little up and under, though, by Ashton Carroll.
Yeah, very good move there from Carroll. They're going to need some more of that here in the second half, down by 23.
Nice pass. Allman. Carter Johnson, though, puts it back up. Oh, couldn't get the and one to fall. So, Carter Johnson will go to the free throw line, shoot 2. To make this a 25-point game. First one up and off the mark there by Carter Johnson. So, chance to try to put it ahead by 24. Up and, just rolled around right there. Unfortunate right there by Carter Johnson. Here comes Hester. Loses it. Robertson gets it back. In the oh, God, man. This dude's a monster, truly. Here goes Barksdale. Barksdale in there over Robertson. Carter Johnson has shut down Luke Jensen. Here comes Hester, though. It's like pick your poison. I mean, it truly is like pick your poison with him. With Carter Johnson just sitting in the paint, it's just impossible to try to get the ball up over him.
Yeah, I mean, Ohatchee's kind of trying to do all that they can, but you almost have to settle for threes, but what White Plains, well, and not only that, though, but what White Plains does is they just basically take 4 guys and put them out by the three-point line and say, hey, we trust Carter Johnson to be able to get blocks in the paint, step out and not, block any kind of mid-range jumper, which he's done a couple times tonight. And then the other 4 just guard the three-point line. It makes it very, very difficult to score on this White Plains team unless you have somebody size-wise that can match up a little bit with Carter Johnson. And Ohatchee has a couple of tall players, but Carter isn't just tall. He's a thick kid that's got a thick body and can move you around, and that's what we've seen him do throughout most of this game.
Good steal by Ashton, though. And misses it, though, and it will be White Plains basketball.
I mean, that right there is kind of a perfect picture of what tonight's been. I mean, even when Ohatchee's had some decent looks, they can't get it to fall. And then they come in to try to get the offensive rebound, and they knock it out of bounds themselves.
And here comes Wheeler. Lobby, Wheeler, Hines, Turner, 3. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be, that'll be over the back. Could be. And it will be Ohatchee basketball. So, down 25. What does Ohatchee have to do to get back in this ball game?
Hit a lot of three-pointers. I mean, they're not going to score by the rim. I mean, that's the thing. They're not going to score by the rim, so you better just hope that somebody can get hot from the outside. Well, so you can just kind of look at the players in the court and look over their bench. I mean, it's just kind of a demoralizing game for them right now. Nothing seems to be going right, and just kind of been dead from the get-go for the most part.
Wheeler for 3, off the mark there. Hester with the board. Going back the other way. Lobby tried to get the steal. Hester. And Hester, I mean, just.
That's one of them. It's just been one of those nights. I mean, look, sometimes you have those nights. Sometimes it's one individual player that has that night. Sometimes it's the whole team that has that night. Right now, the whole team for Ohatchee is having one of those nights. And Hester has played extremely hard, but it hasn't resulted in great execution and great results. And sometimes that's just the case, but Hester's gotten after it and played really well tonight, but just this whole team, I mean, when they get opportunities, they're either running into Carter Johnson by the basket or they've missed their layups.
Yeah, truly, truly struggling. Barksdale's going to check back in for White Plains, but Carroll's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. And first one up and first one good. So Lower and Barksdale will check back in for Ohatchee and White Plains. First one up and first one good. So it will be a 23-point lead for this White Plains team. Beautiful up and under. Couldn't get it to fall off the board, though. And Barksdale puts it back up. Beautiful right there by Dylan Barksdale. Now Robertson trying to get something going here. Carroll to Brown. Brown three-pointer and one.
There you go.
Big 4-point play right there for Brown.
You get 6 more of those, you're back in the game.
If they get 6 4-point plays, I would be severely, severely surprised.
I wonder what the most 4-point plays in one game is.
In any level.
Yeah.
I'd love to know. They don't happen much.
No, but they're starting to happen a lot more in college basketball when you watch. I mean, you see way more guys fouling 3-point shooters now, and it blows my mind.
Yeah, it's interesting, to say the least. Good steal. Lower versus Lobby.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's the 5th, 6th, maybe 7th layup that we've seen them miss. I mean, not only just get blocked by Carter Johnson, but just miss.
Carter Johnson's a monster.
And it's a whole different ballgame. I mean, we're talking about maybe a 10, 12-point game if they hit some of these layups that they've missed.
Carter Johnson's scary. Robertson. That's not his shot. Barksdale to Johnson. Johnson. Easy way in by Johnson. Robertson. Up and no good. Johnson with the rebound. Gives it to Barksdale. Barksdale coming down the court. Barksdale's trying to slow it down. Beautiful pass inside the Hines and a beautiful executed layup. Leads now 28. Off the mark. Lloyd gets the rebound. Minson puts it back up. Too much. Back to Robertson. Robertson puts it up and is fouled. So he will go to the stripe and shoot 2. First one up and good. So Robertson hits the first one. And 4 new guys checking in for White Plains. It's going to be Wheeler, Turner, and Allman. Turner with the board. Turner loses possession, so it will go back to Ohatchee. So it'll be a foul on White Plains. Not in the bonus just yet. So it will be, actually they are in the bonus, that's my fault. So Carroll will shoot 2 here. Off the mark on this first one. It's going to be Brown checking back in. Vincent will go to the bench. Bad news is they don't have a big man in the paint anymore. Carroll up and good. So perfect on free throws so far. Allman, Turner, Johnson, Coleman. Carter Johnson in uncharted waters on the baseline. Allman. Wheeler. Ray. Beautiful. That'll extend the lead to 28 for White Plains. Brown for 3. Off the mark there. Board by Wheeler coming the other way. Wheeler's got a wide open lane, and he lays it easily in. That'll make it a 30-point game for White Plains.
Another game with just balanced scoring. I mean, 8 points, 7, 4, 5, 10, all the way across the board there for White Plains. It's not one man doing it. It's a whole team. They've got a couple others on the bench that have 4 points, 5 points. I mean, just so many different weapons that this team can go to. That's what makes a team hard to defend. You know, I mean, you have these certain teams out there that have one really good player. They rely on him, and there's games he scores 35 points and takes the game over. Those are fun. Most likely you're going to always run into somebody on your way to Birmingham or in Birmingham that can take that one guy away, and you need other guys to step up. White Plains doesn't have to worry about that. They've got 5, anytime they're on the court, they've got 5 really good basketball players that can all are a threat to score the basketball, and that's a dangerous, dangerous team when you have that.
Yeah, for sure. They're a very good basketball team. And Carter Johnson traveled. Yeah, big man definitely traveled right there. Not a strong suit down there.
Yeah, I mean, he was going to put it on the floor, and then all of a sudden when he turned around, he had one guy standing there and thought better of it, but by then he had already dragged that foot and just wasn't able to keep it down, prevent himself from traveling.
The question is, how do you stop Carter Johnson?
Yeah.
Allman.
How do you stop Allman?
Yeah, Allman's good too. All these guys are good, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Ooh, that's actually close from way down there. So at the end of the third, it is a 31-point lead for White Plains. I definitely did not see that coming, to be honest with you. And we're going to throw it to a quick break, and we'll be right back here at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament in Jacksonville, Alabama.
Hi, Jake, Regional Vice President of LSI Staffing. LSI Staffing is a privately owned and family-operated business that was established in 1986. We specialize in commercial, light industrial staffing, warehouse, manufacturing, production, and assembly. If you're a company in the area looking for a new staffing partner, we'd love to talk to you. If you're an employee looking for a great job that offers benefits day one and competitive pay, come see us. Once again, you can find us at www.lsistaffing.com.
And we are back here live from Jacksonville, Alabama at the Calhoun County Basketball Tournament. It is headed into the fourth quarter here with White Plains up 54-23, a 31-point advantage here for White Plains. If you would have told me that, I would have called you crazy, because this is not the Ohatchee team that me and Bo seen Saturday night. This is a totally, completely different new team. And we have some subs now for White Plains checking in, young guys we've not seen.
Maybe it don't matter. I mean, look, that right there is how the night's gone. I mean, we've seen Ohatchee miss 7-8 layups in this game, and meanwhile, White Plains it doesn't matter who they put on the floor, they're scoring. And you just have nights like that sometimes. And, I mean, for Hester, I mean, he's played hard, but it just hadn't been a great game from him, and it just happens. You know, you watch the NFL enough, I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan, big Packers fan, cheered for Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had bad games, and it's still going to have bad games. Tom Brady had bad games. I mean, there's just times where it's just not your day and you're not going to play well, and that's kind of how it's been for this whole entire Ohatchee team. They're a lot better than what they've showed here today.
Yeah, 100%. I'm a Cam Newton fan. I feel like every day was bad for him. Hester with the rebound, now going the other way. Turner tried to eat the block, but Hester does put it in. So still a 32-point game. I think does the clock run now? 32?
I'm not sure. We hadn't had a stoppage to really see yet. They didn't give us any signal. And it looks like it is running.
I think it's 30.
Yeah. So we do have a running clock, so it will only stop for free throws and timeouts.
So now Hester loses it. He is fouled by Ty Roberts. That'll be his first. Actually going to be number 32, Cash Pritchett, with the foul. All starters still in, though, for Ohatchee. Robertson gets it to Carroll. Turner to Carroll. And he is fouled, so they will head to the line to shoot 2. With a chance to cut it to 30. First one up and good. So now it is a 31-point game. Second one up, no good. And Roberson will get the rebound. Hester for 3. Good shot by Hester right there.
Yeah, he's got 13 now, only player in double digits for Ohatchee.
But you needed that earlier on in the game. Now you have a running clock. Roberson got Brown all down there by himself. Thought about shooting it, passed it back out. It's going to be a backcourt on Ohatchee. So backcourt violation on Ohatchee will stay with White Plains in a whole new group now checking in for Ohatchee. My man Kenyon Cox checking in. Seen him play on Saturday. Very entertaining guy. Ethan Turner. Beautiful lay-in, misses it though. Gets it back. And it will be, I think it's going to stay with White Plains here. And they get it in. Ethan Turner trying to get something going. Cash Pritchett for 3, off the mark. Turner gets the board though. Back to Stokes. going to be another steal. Going to be Caleb Lynch over the back for sure. And I think that's going to...
They called it on the floor.
On the floor? Okay, so no free throws. The clock will continue to run. That's got to be a foul. And one. Big shot for Ty Roberts right there.
Yeah, and you love to see the whole entire bench erupt. We hadn't seen Ty Roberts all game. I'm not sure how much he plays, but gets in the game here late and makes a great play to get the and one, and the whole entire bench erupts and gets behind him. And got to enjoy and appreciate seeing that.
Lead back up to 31 for White Plains. Owen Vincent, a younger brother of Luke Vincent. That's Holbert. And Holbert will be fouled. So no free throws just yet. So now it will be Holbert inbounding the ball. Gives it to Cox. That's Hayden Hurd. Back to Vinson. Back to Holbert. Holbert thought about it, and he is fouled. So I think that will be free throws for Holbert. And it will. So Holbert will go to the line to shoot two to cut this lead to 29 possibly. Up and good. So going the other way is White Plains. Stokes now with the ball. It's going to be back to Cash Pritchett. Turner for three. And beautiful three shot by Ethan Turner. Now a 33-point game.
It's just one of the nights for White Plains. They're playing really well and all that, but sometimes everything goes in and sometimes it doesn't go in. And for White Plains, it feels like everything's going in. For Ohatchee, it feels like nothing went in tonight. So it kind of is what it is. Why you can't really ever compare. People love to compare scores and say, oh, well, so-and-so beat so-and-so by 20 earlier this year, so they should have no trouble with them. Well, different circumstances, different night, and different game, and there you go again. White Plains, it's contagious, and once one hits, everybody starts hitting, and that's kind of what you've seen here with this White Plains team here tonight. They've just fed off each other, and they've just controlled this basketball game from start to finish.
And Caleb Lynch with a big three right there for White Plains, and the clock continues to run. Yeah, I think if you're Ohatchee in there's another steal right there. Stokes with the steal that time, going back the other way. Another three, almost hit that one as well, but defensive rebound, I should say, by Ohatchee going back the other way. Ethan Turner on Holbert. Holbert got away with a push-off right there. Holbert also got away with a travel, too. So Holbert will go to the line to shoot two. Hold it up and good. So Holbert with a free throw right there. That cuts the lead to 35. Tough night for the Ohatchee Indians. So now Stokes has a chance to just run this clock out. Don't think he will, though. Turner now. Stokes to Pritchett. Pritchett driving in. Kicks it back out to Lynch. Off the mark there. And another foul. And that will be free throws for, not sure who it's going to be for yet, but it will be free throws for someone. I'm not sure who. And first one up and good. And so now, second one up, off the mark there. It's going back the other way. 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. So, White Plains dominates Ohatchee from start to finish. 34-point win, 34-point win for White Plains. Dominant win. And White Plains is really showed in this game that they should be one of the favorites to win this entire thing. They're very well balanced. They got big men, they got little men, they got guys that can shoot, they got guys that can play in the paint, guys that can rebound, guys that can do just about everything.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch for White Plains. Very, very good basketball team. Very impressive win here tonight. Just dominated the game from start to finish. I mean, Ohatchee started out the game up 2-0. They got the first basket, a nice little hook shot over Carter Johnson. And you kind of felt like, hey, that good start is exactly what you wanted. And outside of that, it was just all White Plains here tonight. And just not the same Ohatchee team we saw Saturday. And look, different circumstances can lead to that and, whatnot. But just not what Ohatchee was looking for here in the Calhoun County basketball tournament. At least they leave here with getting one win on Saturday the way that they did. But now, here we are having to.
And we're going to send it to Shasta.
Hey guys, so I'm here. I've got 6 White Plains Wildcats with me. Let's start with number 5, Cam Allman. I show you got at least 10 points up there. How did that feel tonight? And I mean, you guys dominated all together. So
it felt great. I had my teammate behind my back, so it felt amazing. So thank you.
Awesome. And then number 33, Carter Johnson, probably standing right behind me. But oh my goodness, you're so tall. How tall are you?
6'7". 6'7" on a good day.
Oh wow! And I show you had 10 points as well. How did that work out for you out there tonight?
Great. I wish I could have done a little bit more, but I mean, like you said, we dominated, so it is what it is.
And you got another game coming up now, so right? Silas Hines, number 10. Are you the one behind me? I show you got 8 points out there tonight. How'd that go for you? How'd it feel out there?
It was great. My teammates found me in transition, and we got good buckets.
Okay. And then number 3, Dylan Barksdale. 8 points out there tonight at least. So what went right for you out there tonight?
Just getting rebounds, everybody running the floor and looking ahead and getting to the rim.
We got like 13 minutes to kill.
Okay. Josh Wheeler, number 11, 7 points.
That's what they told us.
I'm not killing 13.
How did that feel for you?
It felt good. Just drive it, hit Carter, kick it back out to us.
Awesome. And then Ethan Turner, number 31. You got to be the last one left here. 8 points for you. What worked out for you tonight? You're just pouring sweat.
Just getting in the paint, looking for the threes, and finding the big man right here.
Right.
Not hard to find him at all. So, guys, I know you've got another game coming up now that you won. What do you, each of you singly, want to see happen that you improve on from today between now and that game?
Well, we played them twice, and we want to do better than we did the last 2 times, and we got to make more shots and come away with a win this time. So.
What do you want to see happen and improve between now and that game?
We got to make more layups. We have to.
And how about for you?
Just make more open threes, find the big man right here.
Everything's about that big man.
Yes, everything.
What do you want to see improved upon for you and the whole team?
I definitely say our energy. I mean, that's what it's going to take to beat them. Like Josh said, I think we're doing. We lost to them twice, but I think we're the better team. So.
Okay. And what do you see that you guys need to improve upon?
I feel like we need to make more free throws. I think we went one or 5 free throws today, so that means more free throws.
Okay. And what do you see that needs improving on between now and that next game?
I think we need to keep the defensive energy up, and we need to make open shots.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to say to your fans and your family and your teammates, schoolmates out there before we cut you guys?
Hi, Mom. Todd. Hey, Mama. Happy birthday. I love you.
Anybody else?
Thanks for the support. Keep supporting.
All right, we thank you guys. I'm going to throw it back to the table and let you guys talk to the coach, hopefully, and thank you guys for the White Plains.
And here we are again, a huge, huge win for the White Plains Wildcats. I mean, just doing everything they could to go out there and dominated the Ohatchee Indians. Definitely something that I did not expect for sure.
Yeah, I mean, not in that fashion. You know, I mean, you knew it was going to be tough for Ohatchee in this game with the matchup they have with White Plains, but you weren't expecting it to be 30 points like that. And I think that's, you know, probably the thing that was the most surprising about this was just the way that it happened. And, you know, we're going to talk to Coach Randall here in a minute and kind of want to get his thoughts on it. I mean, said it throughout the broadcast, it just felt like one of those games where everything that White Plains did was right and everything that Ohatchee did wasn't. And when that happens, you get a result like this. So I don't think that is a good representation of what Ohatchee's team is for this season. You know, I mean, you and Bo just bragged so much about how hard they played, how well they played Saturday, and I just think that they backed up that good performance with performance tonight where just things didn't fall. You know, they missed layups. I mean, there was just easy shots that didn't go down for them that normally would, and that would have made a big difference in this game. It's a lot closer game late. And you never know how that changes the whole feeling on the White Plains sideline, all of that. So, tough break for them tonight, but they got to pick their heads up and keep going because, like we talked about earlier today, all this is important. You know, I mean, the Calhoun County tournament's important. Everybody wants to win it, all of that. Most important thing is being ready for February because when the area tournament comes around, winning those games, that's what matters most. You can go 0 all year long, and there's teams that have done that before, and then they upset a 1 seed, and they're in the postseason, the 1 seed's not. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but sometimes you got to have games like this, and it's all about building towards February and being ready for the area tournament, which is the most important time in high school basketball in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, 100%. That area tournament's really all that matters for sure. I mean, like you said, you can lose every game, you get to the area tournament, you just become the Monstars from Space Jam. And
there's teams that, I mean, you know, Viger a couple of years ago, they were a 4 seed and had lost to Williamson by like 30 points twice, beat them in the first round of the area tournament. Next thing you know, Viger's playing in the Final Four at Birmingham. So, I mean, basketball is just a crazy sport. It's all about matchups. It's all about, you know, who's shooting it right that night. You know, and we see it in the NBA. That's why the NBA, it's played in series. It's not played in single elimination settings. And that's what makes the college basketball tournament so much fun as well, as it is those single elimination settings. And that's really, really hard to do in basketball.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to have Coach Randall here. Just come sit down and talk.
All right, Coach. Been a long day for you guys waiting for this moment to finally get out here tonight. Kind of talk to me about that. You know, I mean, long day, no school today, so kids could kind of sleep in a little extra. So how did you guys go about this day and you know, just it being different than normal school days where you have a game?
Well, the staff got here at 7:30 this morning, you know, because we're the host school for the tournament, so we had to be here to help run the tournament. And then we brought the kids in at 1, and we had a good hour and a half practice at our place from 1 to 2:30. And you know, we do that every game day. We do that every game day as well. We do that every game day as well, so we're used to practicing on game days.
You know, you look at this tournament in itself, you know, I had somebody earlier ask me, I'm from Tallapoosa County, I'm not from up here, and they were like, well, what's y'all's tournament like? I said, we don't have a tournament. You know, we don't get to do something like this. So just how special is it for Calhoun County to have something like this, especially getting to do it in a venue like this as well?
You know, Jacksonville State's been a great host to all the county schools for years. It's a treat to get to play in this venue with that crowd, and you know, it gets you ready for the regionals because the regionals are here. So it's really an edge for the Calhoun County schools to be able to play the county tournament here, and then if you're fortunate enough to make the regionals, you've already got some experience playing in this gym.
How much does it help you? I mean, is it something that you go talk to them about? Hey, you guys have tasted this now. You know, you've seen it. I mean, you know what it's like, so that you ought to want to get back here to this point.
Yeah, absolutely. They know what it means to play it. When we have a game at JSU, they know it's a big deal. You know, when kids start playing varsity in the 10th grade, by the time they graduate, they've played more games in here than any other gym except their own. And so it's kind of got a home feel to it. We come up here and we watch the Gamecocks play as well 2 or 3 times a year, bring our guys up here. And so this is just like a home away from home for us.
You know, when you look at the night tonight, we kind of talked about it during the broadcast, it felt like a night where everything Ohatchee did kind of went wrong. Everything you guys did right. Now, y'all had a little bit to do with them doing some wrong. But, you know, what did you feel like went right for you guys, and what adjustments did y'all make after the initial getting down 2-0, them hitting the shot over Carter Johnson?
Yep.
Next thing you know, y'all were just dominating the game up 16-4.
Yeah, I felt like we didn't do a good job of finishing in the lane or in traffic in the first half. I felt like it was a 50-point half, and we turned it into a 34-point half. But I loved our presence defensively. I thought we controlled gaps for the most part. Carter did a good job of dragging the ball screen, and he's hard to shoot over. So he kind of dragged the ball screen and made him shoot over him and contested a lot of the shots, blocked and protected the rim really well. and I thought we contested threes. There were 2 times in the first half where we missed a layup, they got a layup. We had a turnover at the rim, they got a 3. And that's a 9-point swing. You know, I really felt like it could have been 30 at half, but we've got to clean up those little things, the unforced turnovers, if we're going to have a chance against Alexandria, because they are very well coached, a great basketball team.
Before we get to Alexandria, you know, one of the things I wanted to ask you about, we're going to see other teams here that have 1, 2 guys they really rely on to score. It doesn't seem like your team's that way. It seems like you've got 7, 8 different guys you can really rely on.
We have 8 seniors, and obviously all of them can score. Carter and Josh is averaging about 13 for us, Carter about 12. So they've been our leading scorers throughout the year, and everybody knows if it's going to be a game winner late in the game, Josh is going to take it, or we're going to go through Carter. But the guys that are role players, it was good to see Ethan Turner come off the bench and make a 3 tonight. The one junior that plays minutes, considerable minutes for us. I thought Silas Hines attacked the basket well. Cam Allman made a couple of shots in transition in the first half and got an and one that really helped us pad the lead. So you just got to do your job. You know, some nights you're going to be open, you're going to take 5 or 6 shots, and some nights like Paul Lobby, I don't remember Paul taking a shot.
Yeah.
And but he still played really good. So when you're called on, be ready and knock it down when you're open.
Now tell me about this Alexandria group. You've seen them twice this year. You know, obviously been some good games and some good battles. Your guys kind of talked about it earlier that, you know, there's little things that they feel like that y'all need to do a little bit better in order to, you know, have yourself a chance with a win, you know, a chance to win there at the end. But what is the biggest adjustment you feel like y'all have to make now going into this third matchup of the season?
We can't turn the ball over. We just can't. We got to control Davis. Man, he's as good a player. Y'all going to have a treat seeing him play. They also have a kid, Jalen Henderson. There's a White Plains kid through the 7th, 8th grade, and Jalen, they moved to Alexandria, and we hate to lose him. Great family. We love Jalen. We pull for him. And Jalen's a kid that he's very athletic, can create turnovers. He's got great hands, great ball skills, and can finish around the rim. And then their post player does a great job of using his body and getting to the free throw line. We played him at their place. Him personally shot 20 free throws. So we've got to keep them off the free throw line. On the defensive end, offensive end, no lob ball turnovers, be patient, get kill shots. It'll feel like a bucket's a touchdown Thursday when we play those guys. It's a war, and we can't wait.
No school tomorrow. That means can't do any practice, can't do anything. And so is that a good thing for you guys to get some rest, or is it something that, you know, you wish y'all could get together and do something?
Well, I wish we could, but everybody's in the same boat, so nobody can practice. We'll bring the guys in Thursday morning since we have a game, and we'll get a good hour and a half run in at our place on Thursday morning and be ready to play at 1:30. So playing this late, it's probably a good thing. We'll get our legs back under us. You know, it's weird. It's going to sound funny, but when you're used to playing every game on an 84-foot court, it's a big difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 94. It's 10 feet longer, and that adds up. And you can see the guys getting a little winded at times. We subbed a little bit quicker, so to have a day of rest would be good for us.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, congratulations again. Big win for you guys.
Thanks, you guys, for covering us. It's a big deal, and it's great to see you guys up here. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Good luck to you guys on Thursday. Looking forward to a big-time game, big-time matchup as they take on Alexandria for the 3rd time this year. And so, Jackson, been a fun day here today. I mean, 8 games in the book. Now we have, 11 total here in the tournament already in the book. And as we talked about, weather tomorrow, so won't be able to play, but still should be a fun end to this tournament on Wednesday, Thursday, and then the 2 championship games Friday.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's already been a great tournament, and now there's still a lot of games left, and so we're just getting started.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. So that's going to do it for us here from Jacksonville State University, the Pete. For Jackson New, I'm Caleb Brooks, and everybody else involved here with TV24. We appreciate you guys tuning in all day. Like we said, no games tomorrow. Make sure to tune right back in Wednesday at 12, Thursday at 12. The action will get started, and we'll have it all right here on TV24 from the Pete. And we'll see you guys there on Wednesday at 12.